Says we're live.
Hello.
Are we live? Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me?
Bueller.
Let's see here. Well, it's showing over there.
Well, it's also shed.
Yeah.
My phone just said that we're on.
Well, heidi ho, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. We're doing a weird setup tonight.
Well, it's always weird. We're involved.
Hey, let's see here. Yeah.
Let us know if you can see us and hear us.
Anyway,
DR Falcon
bunny
says,
ears. Well, that's good. We got bunny ears.
What?
So he said there's bunny ears.
There is bunny ears.
So DR Falcon said
that he can hear us this week. So that's always
excellent. Good. So thank you so much to everyone who was a contributor through the either buying stickers or through super chats and donations and such. As you can tell, we got new microphones. Ooh.
They're very cool. It also feels like I'm slightly at the dentist. I feel like somebody's like in my mouth.
Will, you're not funny. Will's like, no audio. Just kidding. So anyway, this as it is a new setup, please bear with us, and also understand that there's some weird setup going on right now. We're using Streamlabs, and it's trying to stream to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out what's going on with both. Also, if you have any problems hearing her or me, let me know, and I can adjust some of the audio and we can move microphones around and that kind of thing.
Did you hear how he said me first? What do you think that means?
That you talk real quietly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get closer to the microphone.
You're going to be super close to the microphone in a hot second.
Yeah, well, let's say hi to some people, shall we?
Yes.
What? Okay.
I just can't read it now because you scrolled it all crazy.
Hold on. Sorry, everyone. I got to do something here for the missus because
I can't see all the way over there. You're
supposed to have your phone. You're supposed to be reading your little chat messages on your phone, if I remember. That was the setup, but apparently not.
Wait. While he's doing that, I'm going to like it before I forget. So you, too, while we're doing this, should totally like it. I'm assuming that you're subscribed, but if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing, hitting the bell, doing a little dance, sing a little song.
Get down tonight.
I love you.
All right. Let me pop out the chat here.
Where am I? What's going on?
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I wanted to say hey to all of our friends and family, and I'm trying to hit the like button.
Maintenance man, $9.99.
Oh my goodness! I don't even have my bell ready. Howdy, Mr. and Miss Bear. Thank you for moving it while I'm trying to read.
Anytime.
Yeah.
It's one more of the services I offer here today.
Thanks for stopping by last night. Hope you both have a great weekend. Everybody ready? Cover the ears, cover the dogs, cover the children. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you.
Hopefully with the new microphones, that's not terrible for everyone's ears. I'm saying it's a good thing.
Yep. Daughter of Ross says, turn the misses up 2 notches. I'll try to be louder.
You can just pull the microphone right up to you. If we go up any higher, you're going to peek out on everything. But you can talk. You can get right up close to these to give them that intimate kind of sound.
Okay, that's creepy.
Because we're doing WXL7 smooth jazz.
Someone's having a radio moment.
Let's see here. Where was I?
Yeah, we don't even know.
We have no idea. Kansas.
Yep. Warren Saxton says, y'all getting high tech over there. We are trying so that you guys can hear us on a regular basis.
We're getting all uppity and such.
Yep. Then we're going to start using like utensils. It's going to be crazy.
You want me to wash my paws next?
Yes. Everyone wash your paws.
Yeah.
And use hand sanitizer and wash them again and use soap twice.
All right, let's try this again. Hiram Buffenham in the house. Owens Jeep Stuff. Alan. Matt Pareski. Can see and hear both of you. Thank you so much. Jamie Suarez. Rodney is in the house. Warren Fowler. He's got both good. Warren Saxon is an RC pilot. That's interesting. Steve's in the house. Sheldon is letting us know he can see and hear us in Ohio.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's see here.
Remind me when you get caught up, we need to read special mooses.
All right. Todd's Workshop. Mr. H is in the house. Jay Bedham. Dave Vandenberg. Oh, I should have gotten that one easier. Let's see here. We can even got special stuff. We can go straight in on me so I can read them while you're doing stuff. Yep.
Really? We're just cutting me out?
Joe Smith and the friends and the dancing moderators are in the house. Custom cutting, Matt Persky, Logan's,
is that
Brett.
cutting
What?
to you because you're not actually.
That's funny. It cut on yours, but not on this one.
No.
Weird.
You're like
Weird
no.
stuff.
So
Facebook's getting the full effect. I guess they're not. Let's see here. Ron Smith, Logan's Creations, Brett Woodward. Oh, Special Moose.
yes, Special Moose says, could you explain your carb load and what your keto plan is like? Sorry, not tool centric. That's okay that you're not tool centric. Sometimes we talk about everything.
The carbs I'm doing. So I'm eating 1 meal a day. I'm doing keto, and my carb load is between 20 and 30, which is lower than a lot of people doing it. But also my fat isn't as high as most people doing keto, and that's because I'm on a severe caloric deficit. Most diet things say I should be running about 2,500 to 3,000 calories per day, and I'm running 1,500, maybe as little as 1,000. I try to go lower if I have a day where I'm just like I'm in the office, as it were, and I'm not doing a lot of stuff that's physical, and I'm just kind of taking it easy. Then I take the calories down. But yeah, it's I don't try to be religious about anything. It's just kind of a, we try for the best, and we accept with what we get, and we're grateful for it, and we try again the next day. And so one day at a time kind of thing.
Yeah.
For those of you who missed, if you didn't see over on Geek Health, I'm going to have an updated podcast weigh-in for tomorrow, but I'm down 50 pounds in 8 weeks. So.
You're doing great, baby.
Thank you. Let's see here.
Also, I'm like super behind. Is there a way to... It says live, but it's not advancing.
There, sorry, you should be live. There, you're live now.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Alan's in the house. Mike Adams, Dwayne Larson, Donald Henderson. Nice prop mics. Where are the real ones? Matt says the video looks snappy too. Ooh, snappy video.
Yes.
We even have extra. Where'd I put it? Oh, here we go. We got extra lighting. Hold on. It's probably too much.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that too much light? Looks like it might be too much light.
Officer, I don't know where I was.
And then if we get real funky with it.
Okay, no, we're going to give people seizures.
Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No? Fine. We'll turn it off. All right. So anyway, let's see here.
Rodney wants to know if we can lower the mics a bit so it's not covering our faces, and they can tell us if they can still hear us. The way the mics are, we have to be right up in it
to win it.
Yep.
She does.
Oh, wait.
I don't.
Whatever. Zaphiel, what are you cooking in Icon Chest? Concerned. Well, it's a special something that we're going to send to you. Batteries, I believe, is what we are.
We've been heat testing batteries.
So, Zapfield, thank you for the $2. Everyone cover your ears. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you so much.
Vince is in the house. Donald. We said hi to Maintenance Man, Gary Swan, Tom Beck. Echo Belkin's in the house. Zappiel, of course. Daughter Raw. Let's hear GCJT 1949. Is that a microwave behind you? It's a toaster oven convection oven that, as I said, that we use for battery heat testing. Did y'all buff the Icon Chest? They're still redoing my local Harbor Freight. Boy, they've done some nice stuff. The local Harbor Freights around here have gotten in some of the big super sets. You know, the big 72, is it 72 or 74? I don't remember what it is, but the big one with the hutch and side cabinets and the whole 9 yards. And it's bad to have something like this sitting behind you and then be like, oh, but wouldn't that be nice? Makes you feel guilty.
Harbor of Doom is starting a new job next week.
Woohoo!
And somebody was asking at what point you have to start increasing your calories to maintain your weight. And I want to say it was a moderator that asked that, but I can't tell because it's just trekking along.
At what point do you maintain your update your calorie? I mean, like for me,
to maintain.
For me, well, I mean, for me, I'm doing a whole tear it down to the foundation and rebuild it. So my calories aren't going to be in maintenance mode for probably 2 to 3 years. I'm always going to be changing the calories based off of either doing ripping it down, doing weight loss, or doing cutting or lifting or exercise or working out, cardio kind of stuff. Basically, but as far as like an everyday kind of thing, you have to feel, you have to know how you're feeling and be honest with yourself. If you feel like you don't have enough energy to keep going, if you're eating healthy, if you're eating the right foods, then you probably need to be eating more calories. Maybe a warning before the close up.
Grizz says you were late, Jeff. I thought you might be pregnant.
Yeah.
See, this week you're pregnant.
The bunny lived. See, she's right next to me.
Miss Canadian Scrapper. Hello.
Oh, Miss Canadian Scrapper's in the house. Jay Benham says, I've been on keto for a while now. Carb is near a 0. I don't know if you want to be, that means 0 carb. That's a whole nother diet. That's almost carnivore kind of thing, or.
And some people.
I mean, if you want to do it
under 20, they keep it at 0. Everybody has to find what works for them.
Andy said he just got a few Tecton tools. He's in the UK though. He got it thanks to our reviews.
I keep thumbs upping, but not on a side you can see.
Nice. And let's see here. What point? We'll cover that. The new microphones are much clearer. I can tell the difference. Excellent.
Tech review galores. Okay, our children have lost their minds. Y'all look much more professional with the independent mics and better lighting. Amazing what a few modifications can do. I just have to say that when I read that, it says a few medications can do. That's what I read. And I was like, well, that's true.
It's real funny because I had people the other day asking me, wow, did you get a new camera or something? And I was like, no, it's the same camera. And I realized I had all my video lights on.
Yeah.
And a lot of times here for the live streams, we don't do that. And I realized we probably should start doing that.
Yeah.
Southern Homestead Transformation. Congrats on your weight loss. Thank you. Michael says, where's your cigar?
Hey, yes, you're going to do your cigar thing.
There we go.
Zaphiel is actually talking to Miss Canadian Scrapper and says, just checked in YouTube, unsubscribe me from your channel. So I was going to say that would be a super great time for everyone to check and make sure that they haven't been unsubscribed. Or if you have a channel that you haven't seen in a while and you're like, hey, what's going on with them? Did they stop making videos? Just a reminder that YouTube likes to do special things. So make sure that you are subscribed, and if not, resubscribe.
Yeah, and now it's not just ring the bell. There's 3 levels of bell you have to ring. And it's in fact, I just noticed today that somebody I subscribed to recently, like a month ago. I went to their channel because I was like, hey, why haven't seen any updates? I went to the channel, wasn't subscribed. And I think YouTube did a recent scrubbing of the subscription thing. So Echoes, Disco Bear is in the house. That's right.
I saw that.
Need a diffuser for the lighting? Probably do. Now, the one lighting we have right now is running on the 4 light bar I showed in my video on Den of Gadgets. By the way, if you want to have some fun, I did a video Saturday for Den of Gadgets comparing this microphone, which is a professional-esque grade microphone. It uses XLR cable, runs it through the Focusrite Scarlett. You can use any audio adapter. But as opposed to the one we had before, which was the blue Snowball Ice, it was a $50 microphone, plugs in via USB. This setup, if you were to go out and buy everything, you're looking at a base level for just one person. You'd be looking at about $250. So now, and this is by no means the top of the line setup. Even the setup as we have here, each of these microphones are $100. The arms that hold them, the cables for everything, the Focusrite, which was donated to us, but even if we bought all new, would be not even the price of like one of the, microphones like Joe Rogan uses, the Shure SB75s. Those are great microphones and all, but we're not spending $400 on a microphone.
Two things. Will Hobson just upgraded membership to Tool Bear.
Woohoo!
Awesome. And
he gets
then
a bell for that.
Bing! And then I want to say Warren. I don't know your name. Jeff will find it when he's he said he's been on keto for 25 weeks and he has lost 95.2 pounds.
Woo!
And can I just say, as somebody that is on the journey, that 2.2 pounds is sometimes...
Oh, we count that.
Yeah, it's really important. So congratulations. That is amazing. I saw...
He gets bells for not any of us.
Yes. Okay. Excuse me. This is my bell. You see, we don't give you a bell on purpose. Shaka says Ryobi is garbage. That is a fact, not an opinion. $2. Cover your ears. Ding, 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 ding. That last one, I don't know what happened to it. So, hello, Shaka.
Let's see here. Jeff Tohey and Bozeman saying howdy. Bet it's nice and chilly up there.
We have friends
see.
that just flew back today.
Y'all come eat with Tommy. Says hi from new member in Macon, Georgia.
Ooh, Macon, Georgia sounds like they have delicious food.
Because it rhymes with bacon.
It does. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Victor says, recently found your page, first live showing. Glad you made it. Let's see here. I can hear Jeff loud and clear, but I can't hear the missus very well. I can only imagine why.
I don't know why you can't hear me.
I don't know why you can't hear me. I talk just fine.
I'm going to bite him on the leg later. Then he'll be really loud.
I'm always really loud. Do you need to move it closer? There you go.
I feel like I'm eating this now.
That's fine. They call that literally eating the microphone.
Well, I'm not a fan so far. Also, I have a migraine, so that might be part of it.
Scott wants to know where Mr. and Mrs. Bear are. No bears on the weekends. He takes the weekend off.
He
goes
takes
off,
her out on dates.
Well, actually, this weekend he's still under the weather. He's in his cave, coughing and hacking. He had that trip to China last week, so he's still recovering.
Ooh, yeah.
Logan asks, are the Apache cases from Harbor Freight any good? I've got one. It's one of the smaller ones. I think it's excellent. I've heard lots of people. I've heard a lot of feedback saying that they're great, but that's as far as I can take it on that one. Michael Chesney is in the house. Grease from Virginia Beach. Good idea on the new microphones and the camera angle. Awesome. Glad you like it. Let's see here. Joe Smith. I already said hi to Joe. Hey, Joe. And let's see who else we got
Matt
here.
says he watched a making bacon in the oven video on YouTube today, and they recommended it. And they know what I like. Well, yeah. Do not do it on your barbecue. Let me just tell you, not the way to go. Nope. Nope.
Actually, we're going to be doing that next week.
Okay, but you're going to be doing it. Otherwise, I'm going to light the whole place on fire.
So I got a sponsored video for some barbecue equipment. And so they're paying me to show off their barbecue equipment. I'm like, all right. Because I'm going to take that and we're going to do a best bottom of the barrel gas barbecue. We're going to buy the cheapest barbecue from Home Depot and the cheapest barbecue from Lowe's. Because, they always have all, this time of year, you can't walk in the front of the store without dodging barbecues. So we're going to test. We're going to buy both of them. And then I've got some cast iron cooking equipment from Lodge coming in.
You're giving it all away.
I'm picking up. These are the insiders. This is the inner council. They get to know.
I'm just saying.
And then we're getting the cast iron from Harbor Freight. So we're going to grill some burgers. We're going to grill some steaks. We're going to scramble some eggs, do some other stuff.
Great. Now I'm hungry. Thanks.
To test and see. And one of the things is I want to make is There's used to be a burger place in Palo Alto in California called the Old Pro, and they moved and went all yuppified and everything. But back in the day, they did burgers with bacon jelly, bacon jam on it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and recreate that. Although I'm thinking about doing a jalapeno bacon jam.
Oh, speaking of that, I have some
Getting
amazing
spicy.
jalapenos in my refrigerator. A friend of ours makes candied jalapenos, and I had the juice left over, and I keep meaning to ask him to make some more. But I still had all of the juice, so I just bought jalapenos and stuck them in there. They're really good.
Freddie says, "Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. and family. Don't forget to hit that like button." Thank you so much, Freddie. Appreciate it. And Rodney says, "If Jesse moves just a tad towards Jeff, it will uncover her face." Yeah, but then you won't really hear the microphone. That's the problem because she talks so quietly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, part of it is the microphone's not really pointing at you. Okay, now try it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There you can see a bit more of her face.
Yep.
Besides, let's be honest, you're here for the ears.
That is true.
Let's see here.
Oh, I forgot. My hair's going to be red shortly, so hopefully the ears will be matching that.
Benjamin says his wife bought him a rigging axe for his birthday.
Yes,
That's a
I saw
wife
that.
who loves him. He says, "I've been using it for rebuilding my back fence, and I love it. Best hammer I own." I know a lot of people who swear by the rigging axe. I like them and all, but I got started with framing hammers, and those are my go-to for about everything. I probably use them for stuff I shouldn't use them for. Brandon says, "I'm looking for a 1/2-inch impact battery powered. What brand do you think is the best? I'm looking at Lowe's Craftsman, but I need input, please." So Craftsman, I'm going to assume because you're looking at Craftsman that you're looking at you're in the homeowner to prosumer kind of level. And Craftsman seems to have, I mean, their brushed stuff seems kind of overpriced and underperforms. Their brushless stuff, I haven't used it. I've tried the brush stuff. The brushless stuff, brushless seems, from all testing that I've seen other people do, seems okay. But again, the price is a little bit high, I think, for what you get. And the battery system, I think the batteries are definitely expensive. I would also take a look at Cobalt. Cobalt, I mean, if you're in, they're going to be in the same store. You're in Lowe's. Cobalt, there's been some guy, I can't remember his name. There was a professional auto mechanic who used the Cobalt 1/2-inch professionally in his shop. I think it's going on 3 years at this point. He absolutely swears by it. I know a lot of pros who use the Cobalt. It's definitely set up as a home user DIY kind of thing, but a lot of people use it. I've got the Bauer and I've got the Earthquake. Those were given to me by Harbor Freight, of course. And, I like the Bauer's fine for the average DIYer, just fine. The Earthquake is a pro level tool. It's like the Bauer's like, come on, this is going to come off. And the Earthquake's like, I wasn't asking. You're coming off now. Anyway.
Leonard Triggermorta says, "Do not season cast iron with motor oil. It will turn bacon blue. Know someone that did that."
Ow.
So thank you for sharing that hot tip with all of us. I can't believe that we need to know that, but obviously we do. So do not season your cast iron with motor oil.
You know when you see those warning signs that say, hey, don't do something stupid, and you're like, why do we need signs like this? It's obvious. Not for some people. All right. RC Pop says the new mics sound good through the sound bar and look awesome on the 82-inch screen.
Ooh, I like
Please
that.
keep... sorry, my screen jumped on me. Please keep doing what you're doing. Love the Mr. and Mrs. Bear. Love the humble flex there from RC Props. You know, the sound bar and the 82-inch big screen. No, I'm teasing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of overtly large televisions. So
Yes.
we're sitting in front of one now.
Yes. Barbecue 76, $5. I've made quite a lot of good bacon on the barbecue. How dare you say don't do it?
As I set it on fire.
Yeah, I did. I almost set your truck on fire as well. As I type this, you're talking about barbecue reviews. I'll critique you accordingly. Thank you. We would expect nothing less. Barbecue 76. Everyone cover your ears. Bing, 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 bing.
Daughter
Thank you.
Ra, I want to know because you're the one who probably hates the bell the most. What do you think of the bell now with the cardioid facing mics? Cardioid means that the sound that it picks up
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
is from up here and
Cardioid.
not as much from back here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's see here. She also said put the cigar away.
Yeah.
The cigar?
Nope. Put it away. Put it away. Also, Tim Happy, $2 says, at Shaka, your Ryobi order is ready for pickup. $2. You know what? This is like real life family.
It is. Like sitting down for a Sunday dinner kind
I'm
of
going to
thing,
give
isn't
you
it?
a wet willy in your ear while you're sitting here. Do it, and I will hurt you.
No, go on.
Are you guys watching him? Bing, 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 bing. Thank you, Tim.
No, it's just funny because that's the one thing I always wanted to do was have the house where we could have the whole family over for Sunday dinner. But we always lived in, disparate places and stuff. And so it never could happen. And I just realized this is our Sunday dinner.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, if you want, you can take this cable and loop it around up there so it's not in your way or something. I'm just suggesting.
You're all up in my business.
That's why I'm management.
You're not management.
Trent wants us to know that Makita customer service sucks.
Okay.
I think I've heard that before. There was another guy in last week's. What was his name again? Was it Trent? I think it was Trent. No, Trent is not a fan of Makita, and that's just fine.
Oh no, Steven is not feeling well again. Got a cold and he's stuffed up. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, but I really hope you don't give it to Ricky. I know that there's no choosing in families. Usually if one person gets sick, you guys just share the love.
Oh, Backwoods the mechanic is in the house. And that's Dale's here. Did I say hi before Dale? If not, howdy. PJ Kentucky's in here.
The maintenance man says, alrighty, folks, I got to get up early. Have a great night, everyone. Kid-friendly and smash the thumbs up, like button, everything. Good night, Hero Mods.
Good night, sir. You have a good one.
Good night.
He had a great
I'm gonna
live
wave
stream the
with
other
the
day. If you can't, go over to his channel and check it out. He a really good one, talking with some other guys who also do maintenance stuff. And I'm sorry you're leaving because I tried to say it in your live stream. I don't know if you heard it because they were saying that they feel this is three guys who all do I believe all do apartment maintenance kind of stuff like he does, and they were all saying that they want to do videos or they think about doing videos about apartment maintenance, but they end up doing videos on just tool reviews, and they feel like they're not going to do the maintenance reviews because there's somebody out there who's already doing a good job of it. And as I always say on the channel, like I do a lot of Harbor Freight reviews, and people ask, hey, I want to start a channel. Do you mind if I cover Harbor Freight? And I'm like, go for it. The more opinions, the better. It's if you do, maintenance or something, if you know, I don't care what it is you do. If there's somebody out there who's got a channel who's doing, you think is doing it better, that doesn't mean your view doesn't count. That doesn't mean that people aren't interested in seeing your methodology. We go to every 3 or 4 weeks, we go to a YouTuber meetup, and 9 times out of 10, I am by far the person who's been doing this the longest, or who, has the most subscribers, and 80-90% of the people there are just getting started or thinking about getting started. And yet every time I leave there learning something new, something that somebody else has figured out, because they're new, sometimes things change. And when you've been doing it for a long time, you just keep doing it the way you understand. And they keep me up to date with, oh, there's this new thing you can do. Have you tried that? And a lot of times it really helps.
Yep. Also, sorry, just to sort of piggyback on what you're saying, I do really think that everybody, even if you are talking about a similar topic, if somebody has a tool channel or a review channel, we never tell somebody there isn't space, because there's always space. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own opinion. There are plenty of times that you and I don't agree on things, let alone other people that have different channels. I know it's shocking that we might not agree on things.
Well, I think the difference there is that I'm right.
He's delusional.
Let's see here. John Duff says, hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
That's what he says.
Okay. Hello, Bear. How's the den? From Terry, $2. The den is pretty good. Bing, 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 bing.
Howdy, Terry. It is going well. It is. We're getting things mixed, moved around and stuff. We're doing some big changes in the little Cubs room. We got them a brand new bed. Well, not brand new to us. It's one of those nice high-end Pottery Barn bunk bed kind of situations that cost stupid amounts of money that we bought on Craigslist for next to nothing.
Yep.
So we're redoing their room and doing a lot of changes and stuff, and hopefully going to be moving some stuff around in here next week. Also wanted to say hi to Client Graphics is in the house. How's it going? Jennifer White Wolf is in the house.
Hey, I totally didn't see you.
Let me go through the rest of these. Chris says the Happy Sunday new double mic setup look and sound nice. Thank you, sir. Do you think Tecton Tools would be a good starter set for someone getting into diesel mechanic stepson? Are they good? Are they going into it professionally? I mean, they're a great set, but if you're just going to do it as a hobby, there's less expensive sets you can use. Tecton is fabulous. It's my favorite hand tools, at least as far as sockets and impacts. And I gotta get Duncan to bring down. I got the what do you call it? I just forgot what the word. I'll show you guys later. Go ahead and do your thing.
Eric, everyone has a good idea that someone else didn't. That is so true, and I love that it's $1.99 because you know that drives me crazy, but crazy in a good way. Thank you so much. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you again. And Todd's Workshop with the 1073. Someone else has been paying attention. Milwaukee customer service is manned by the devil. Will almost not help at all unless you are a corporate client. Thank you for sharing that.
Sounds like they're getting a little big for their britches.
Yep. So everyone cover your ears. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. 1073. Tim Happy with $2 says, are there sponsorship opportunities here?
Sure.
What would you like to sponsor?
Yeah. Bunny
ears? Send us an email. $2. Bing, 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 bing.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I totally forgot. Keep reading. I'm going to call Duncan.
Larry says, Mrs. Bear, I run sound at church, and rule number 1 is I can't control silence. Enjoy the show and look forward to seeing you all every Sunday night. Well, thank you, Larry. I super appreciate that you were running sound at church because that is a big job. If you haven't hit the like button, step right up and smash the button. Bear One says, I know this might sound stupid, but none of my ats show up orange. I let YouTube automatically do it, and instead now I'm trying to just type it out.
Who's that?
That was Bear One, I think is who that was.
Did it not show up orange when you typed it?
It doesn't look like it's. Try doing it again. It might be that we only see it in orange because he wouldn't see it in orange. Right?
Yeah, you don't see it. It only shows up for us.
We just see it in orange. Rocky Isley, $2. I kind of like your graphic. That's pretty neat. Bing, 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 bing.
It's Detroit Lions.
It's cool. RC Props, $2 for a Mrs. DeBear leg bike on Mr. DeBear. Thank you. See, we're getting sponsorship for bear abuse. Right. Great. Hi.
Griffin.
Okay. RC Props.
Yeah.
I need you to go up into Duncan's room. You know that set with the pins in it we use for taking the bed apart? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Can you bring it back down?
No. Is that red thing?
I also realized that it's RC Pops. There is no R. I just don't have my glasses on. So it's RC Pops.
No. Okay. Go get Duncan and tell him to come down here.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
You know where you place my lunchbox?
It was on the floor.
You
in the
left it on the
living room
floor.
Last I saw.
Nice try. Hipsters and hippies. Hey. Rodney is flexing. He says, I feel very sorry for anyone who gets sick. I've been very blessed and haven't had a cold or flu for more than 12 to 14 years. Wow. Definitely not in this household. Barbecue 76 says, heads up, I posted another video. If you binge watch all my content, you'll now just want just over a minute of your life back. Shush. Everyone go check out Barbecue 76.
All right, let me catch up with some of these.
Okay.
Michael says my question is a good one. Is the pattern on the narrow end or the side end? So it's really in front of the mic. I can also talk across the mic. But if I get up to the side, it goes down. And if I'm back here, it should be a lot less. So it's basically this kind of like bubble right in here is where it's supposed to be. IKEA Bear went to IKEA. He did not bring me back meatballs like I liked. Jake says that it's much better. Plastic cracks in cold weather, Trent pointed out. Then the batteries fall disconnected, I'm guessing. Wohawk says failed. Okay. Wohawk says bacon helps everything except mini cabbages. I'm with Wohawk on that one.
Mini cabbages are delicious. You guys are just confused. You need to add more bacon.
Daughter Ross says, don't forget the bacon. Can't forget the bacon. It's all about the bacon.
Yep.
Brandon Joseph's thoughts on Western Forge closing their doors. So that sucks. Western Forge is owned by the same people who own SK. It's a family-owned company. They have like 4 plants in the Midwest. And the reason that they're closing is because Sears has pretty much gotten rid of all okay, let me step back. That plant mainly made hand tools for Craftsman through Sears, not the new Stanley Black & Decker Craftsman, the old Sears Craftsman. Sears has moved all their manufacturing at this point, I believe all of it, to China. Good timing. And so that is why they're closing, and it sucks. I'm really bummed about that. So I don't know. It'd be great if, the factory and everything's still there. It'd be great if another company could pick up an opportunity to license through them.
Hey, Justin Dow. And
Javier says, sorry I'm late. Hope you don't call my parents.
haha. Somebody was going to bed and I cannot stop hitting the microphone, so sorry. I think it was Warren went to bed. So good night. We totally understand. Different time zone. Bryce, $2 says, good evening. Bing, 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 bing.
Daughter Ross said that hiss was a warning. The next round is a bite.
That's right.
I'm quick enough. I can avoid them.
No.
Andy says, have you heard any feedback on the first gen Hercules drill driver hammer cordless drill charging problems? Mine seems to drain battery very quickly, then bogs to a halt. I've not heard that. I've got one myself. I know several people who have. I've not heard that being an issue. It could be, do you have a different battery you can try? It could be that. Daryl says, love your reviews. First time watching live. I watch your reviews before buying tools. Thank you so much. Glad to know that we could be of help. Also, we love hearing feedback on the tools because there's only, so many of us around here who can do stuff. Hold on. The Tecton punch set?
Oh, yeah.
Can you bring it down?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Can I talk?
Nope. Any thoughts on, besides eBay, trying to find vintage Snap-on Proto Blue Ranch, trying to complete some of my dad's sets from the 40s and 50s? There are some vintage tool collection websites. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. I know I've run across them before. eBay. Sometimes of course, there's the garage sale and Craigslist. I see them show up on Craigslist quite a bit, actually. Now, people who know, it's usually people who know what they are and they want a stupid amount of money for them because they're vintage, but they do show up. Mike says, how to make testing gas grills exciting. Use your lighter to check for gas leaks. It can be a blast. Nice.
You're hilarious. BW's Electric 222. Thanks for buying tips. You, VCG, and Tool Boss. Great help. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you so much. Terry with the $2.90 says, okay, what I miss? Why the change thingy? I think the tip jar, maybe? Is that what you're talking about, Terry? Bing, 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 bing.
The tip jar, if you're talking about the thing that's like right there, that's just a graphic that shows when people do super chats.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
PJ Kentucky says, now I can hear the ice and slosh from your cups. The mic is really good. Hang on. I know you're going to do that, but Jennifer White Wolf has asked this a couple times, and I don't know the answer. It says, sorry to ask again. If you answered while I was interrupted / away, what happened to the animation software? I'm guessing nothing.
No, nothing. Red's just not feeling well.
Yep.
So, anyway, I'm going to do a full review on this, but I just want to, some people were asking when I was going to get it. We got it. So
I'm touching it. It's real.
Do you mind?
No,
just
I'm totally fine doing that.
Touch a man's tools without buying him a drink first.
We're married.
All
All your tools belongs to me.
Nice. Let's see here.
I also know I saw Christina Marie. I don't know where you are, but I saw you.
I could have sworn I saw her. Howdy.
Yep.
We'll see you Tuesday
Yep.
for tacos. And what are your thoughts on the Snap-on 14.4 line? I'll tell you that in just a second. As soon as she does her thing. I see you with your bell.
Barbecue 76, $5. Man, I need to get my glasses. You guys had synchronized lips with those drinks. And that reminds me, I bought a big bottle of adult sipping, got home, and then remembered my ice maker is, were you trying to say broken? That stinks. I don't know where the other part of your thing is. That's like terrible. The
Well,
first
it's not,
time.
because good drinks should be drank at room temperature.
Whatever. No one's listening to you and all of your craziness. Anyways. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Barbecue 76.
Don't listen to me. I'm an unmitigated snob when it comes to that. Hold on. I'm way behind it. I got to catch up. And if you keep jumping in every time, you
That's
want to read
because
50
we're a
of them.
team.
No,
We're married. Carry on.
You're a message
Carry
hog
on.
is what you are.
Just keep talking.
Tusks and all. Little curly tail.
I am going to push you out of that chair.
So he'd asked about the 14.4. And I don't know if you saw AVE's teardown on that. He did the little mini buffer sander polisher thing. And he pretty much espoused everything I've said about it, which is the build construction quality is really poor once you get inside the tool. It's the technology inside it is way outdated compared to the newer stuff that people are doing. It's incredibly overpriced. I think they sell for around $700 or something like that. They're entirely made in China. You know, at least some of the other tools are like made in the U.S. from, internationally sourced, junk and stuff, but, basically snapped together in the U.S., but at least it's, if you're into that sort of thing. And I say that that's not usually an issue for me, the way I look at it, but if you're buying Snap-on, a lot of the reasons that people buy that is because they want to support the made in the USA thing, and it's just not. And I actually had a guy get really pissed at me on one of the YouTube forums because he had took a picture of us. He's like, and I only buy made in the USA. And I'm like, just so you know that's entirely made in China. He got pissed at me. He blocked me. People were like, he's just going off on you. Like it's my fault that I made it. I forced Snap-on to lie to him.
Well, you did.
I did. I'm a bad bear.
DR Falcon, $13.52. Says just to drive the Mrs. Bear nuts. She's so cute. Thank you so much. And it does drive me a little bit crazy. There's like a little twitch that I get in my eye sometimes. But thank you so much. Bing, 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 bing.
And Xylem says, hello, you two. Love the bunny ears on Miss Toolbear. Does she have her own mic this time? I don't remember sending that. This is a new setup. That's what we were raising funds for last month, was for a new microphone. This month, hopefully, if we can raise enough, it's going to go towards a new camera. Right now, we're using a basic webcam. It doesn't allow us to change focus or anything like that. The lighting is kind of poor with it. It's got a little tiny aperture. We're trying to get something that can make it look a little bit nicer. At least focused on her, if not on me, because you don't need to see more of me. Tony says, hello from Roswell, New Mexico. The aliens are in the house. Javier Estrada says, do you think biscuits and gravy is a full meal? Well, it certainly used to be for me. I mean, being from the Midwest, lived in Kentucky and Southern Ohio and that kind of sort of thing. Yeah, biscuits and gravy were definitely considered an entree unto themselves. And Silence says, is that a battery in your toaster oven behind you? Yes, it is. That's what the toaster oven was for, was battery testing. And Daryl says, I own most of the Cobalt line, and they are fantastic. I use the Impacts religiously. In fact, I used a whole bunch of the Cobalt ratchets today. In fact, I've been using them throughout the day. They're in a bag that are counterbalanced to my microphone stand right now. Not getting a lot of wear and tear that way, but they work great. Let's see here. Do we say hi to Brad from Brad's Workbench?
I thought we
did. Should we say hi to Brad?
Hello, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Welcome to our garage.
$9.99 the Newman. Motor oil is carcinogenic.
That is true. You are really behind.
I would recommend not drinking it. Let's see here. Bo says, I took a 12-year-old Craftsman ratchet to Lowe's for warranty, replaced it, and they said, no, not in their system. What the heck? Yeah, if they don't have it in their system, if it's not a direct replacement, they don't have to replace it. That's not what their policy says. Some places will try and find you the next best thing, but always as a step down, never as a step up. And it's all sorts of special. And on top of that, you're getting rid of an old quality, probably made in the USA Craftsman, and getting a super cheap. I'm not a big fan of the new Craftsman. That's all I can say. What are your thoughts on the Bauer 3/8 impact for the DIY garage use? I'm looking for something I can use for small jobs. Snap-on sucks. Tommy, I have not used it myself. I've played around with it a little bit. If it's anything like the 1/2 inch, I think it's going to be great. I know 2 people who are members on the channel who have it, and they say they like it. That's all I can really say about it. If anybody here has the 3/8 and wants to jump in on that, do a at Tommy Eastman so he can see it and it'll pop up as orange. If you guys don't know that, I always say, like, as it says up here, it says type in at the Den of Tools. You can do the same thing to talk to somebody else and it will pop up as an orange blurb on their screen so they know you're talking directly to them. PJ Kentucky, no, that wasn't it. Brad says there's a coupon for the cowbell this March. I know you sent it to me, and I don't know. I want to get it, but I like having having it up in Montana as the Montana cowbell. Donna Russ says the bell is a bit better. And you should bring the bell into the microphone, Jake says. Hold it right up there. Donna Raw would love that.
No. No. We're going to stay friends. No.
Donna Russ is doing everything we can not to share the germ, a.k.a. on the air mattress, in a separate bedroom.
Yep. I hear you.
You're making Steve sleep on an air mattress when he's the one that's sick? That's mean.
I have to say, in our house, when people are sick, I generally do the opposite. I'm the one that stays up and takes care of them.
I'm joking. She says she's the one.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Bear One, how far are behind you? I'm all the way. Steve says, if that's the case, we've been sharing a lot of love. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ridge Runner 57 says, hello, Bear family and everyone else. And BW's Electric says, a little tip for everyone. You can use the Ibotta app in store only at Home Depot and Lowe's to get a 2% rebate. They have rebates for other places as well. We use the Ibotta app quite often. Tommy says, 266 watching, only 85 likes. 85 likes. Just so you know that if you like the video, there's a chance that you could get sponsored by Snap-on. It's remote as hell, but there is a chance, right?
That's true.
It could happen.
Yep.
Jake 1024, you can buy Milwaukee 1/2 inch impact tools only off of Amazon for very close to the price of the Earthquake, complete from Harbor Freight. Which would be better if you already have the M18 line? That question's answered. Why would you buy into a different line if you can buy something near the price? I would definitely go with a Milwaukee.
Bear One says, so is the new computer helping ease the workload?
Yes, it is so much faster. It is screaming fast. I've got tons of stuff open. Before, when we did a live stream, I had to close everything. I had to open up I had to control delete, go into the task
We
manager,
would do like a special dance.
kill all the other services, so just that would run, so we wouldn't have any problems. I could be editing a video and doing this at the same time. It'll be fine. The only thing that is lacking is I need an up-to-date video card because the software I'm going to be using for some of the stuff will actually make use of the GPU, and right now my GPU is a little dated.
Somebody was asking if we sell the Den of Tools stickers. We do.
Yes. If you go to our store, go to www.denoftools.com/shop. You can buy stickers and t-shirts and sweatshirts and a stupidly overpriced mug.
Yes, if you get the mug.
You can also get copies of my books, The Home Distiller's Workbook, Your Guide to Making Moonshine, Whiskey, Vodka, Rum, and so much more, as well as How to Make Beer. Which, by the way, if you're into moonshine, you should really read that book, because the real magic in making booze is when you brew the beer. And that's what distillers call it. When they make the mash first, it's called the beer, and that's what they run through the still. The still doesn't make alcohol. It's a filter that gets rid of everything else but the alcohol. Well, not everything, but a lot of it.
Yeah. Justin Dow says that we have to get together soon.
Justin Dow.
You and him.
We do, man.
And then he also said that he just released a new video that should answer a lot of questions about the Harbor Freight credit card.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So go check that out. We also have GrooveJet from the UK. It's 3 a.m. there. So here's my question.
Dedicated, my man.
Did you just get home from the bars? Are you just
pubs? There are pubs there.
Oh, really? Whatever, Germany. Anyways, just wondering if you are an insomniac or if you just got home.
Or if you really like tools. Oscar asked, can you recommend an intermediate tool chest brand? Yes, I can. So anyway, moving on. No, okay. I kid. I do that to the kids all the time. Intermediate tool chest. I used to really, I did one on the green one from Cobalt. I thought that was a great one. That one's pretty much sold out. Walmart has it in some places. It's around $500 for the whole thing. It's a much better built one though. I gotta say the U.S. General is an excellent level, mid-level tool chest for the money. I'm in the middle of, you put that little paw down.
It's Justin Dow.
All right, go ahead.
Justin Dow just became a member. Thank you. Bing.
Holy cow.
Thank you so much.
Justin.
You're awesome.
You are awesome,
You are a rock
sir.
star. Sorry, carry on with your story.
Yeah. You need to register for the National Hardware Show. You should come out for the week if you can. I know getting away from work you're a working man and it's tough and all, but if you can cut out for a day, if not 2 days,
or make it a mini vacation, bring the family. I'll go hang out with them. You guys can do tool stuff.
Bring the wife. Just leave the kids at home, lock the doors, they'll be fine.
Yeah, don't listen to him. Bring the children.
If anybody else can recommend what they feel is the best medium level tool chest, why don't you comment down below right now and maybe we can get that out there. I did see the new one from Hart that's at Walmart. I really liked it. Let's see here. Barbecue 76 in the house. Heads up, I posted another video. Oh, that's the one if we binge it, we get a minute of our life back. Best circular cordless saws. I did actually a thing on that at the end of last year. I believe the winner, I really like the skill saw, the whatchamacallit, the Milwaukee brushless fuel. That's a fabulous saw. It depends on what you're going to do with it. I've got the Harbor Freight, which is a brushed, but for a DIY or prosumer level, low grade pro, that one's fine. There's a lot of really good ones out there. The question is, what kind of battery do they have that backs up? Oh, and the DeWalt. That DeWalt one is just a beast.
Justin Dow has already upgraded his membership to Tool Bear. Bing, bing. And Todd's Workshop is a council member.
Whoa!
Thank you so much. Bing, 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 bing.
Thank you very much for the support. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
A lot of support here tonight. This is incredible. Is it the microphones? It's got to be the microphones.
It's the microphones.
I think it's the ears.
I think it's the ears.
Tell me she doesn't look like a Playboy bunny in those ears.
Someone else already mentioned that. Groovejet says, yeah, I'm a tool and an electronics geek. Work at 8 a.m. Oops.
Oh.
So, whatever. 3 hours is good.
I did when I was younger. I did it all the time. Bear One says, I meant to ask if you hadn't seen it yet in orange. YouTube automated it with spaces, so it might have slipped. Not sure. This one showed up in orange. I can say that. And Daughter of Ra just signed up as a member.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Daughter of Ra. Bing, ding, ding, bing.
Thank you. If you guys are wondering what's going on, they're signing up to be a member. It's where instead of doing like a super chat every once in a while, they actually dedicate for a monthly membership. It's like Patreon. Sorry, I'm looking over here because that's where the comments are. It's like Patreon, except it's built into YouTube, so you don't have to go over to another website and all this other stuff and hope they don't like lose your information or whatnot.
Leonard Trigger Mortis also joined. Thank you so much. Bing, bing, bing. PJ
Tool bear level.
Yes, absolutely. Bing. PJ Kentucky says it's the ears.
It definitely is the ears.
Justin Dow said it's also the ears.
Gravis says this is a test. This is only a test.
Had
this been an actual comment, you would have been notified by the. Anyway, Asylum says, why is there a battery in the toaster oven? Heat testing. I've been going through and heat testing a bunch of batteries to see who makes actually the best battery cells and who has the best cells in them with the best hardware and best configuration, all that stuff.
Daughter of Ra, thank you so much. 505. Love you all. Aw, thank you. Bing, 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 bing.
What was it? Daryl asks, what table? Table for the table I'm using here. This is the one I just did the video on a couple weeks ago. It's the Husky auto adjusting height table. Let me see here. I can crank you guys up.
Really?
We can go down.
Hipsters.
One ticket going down. I can also, it'll take a 10 millimeter hex bit and you put the drill in there and just up and down.
Yep. Hipsters and Hippies says, we love all of your non-content, Daughter of Ra. See, it's not just me. And PJ Kentucky says the ears would not work on you.
No, not so much.
And DR Falcon says it's my shirt.
Ha. B Has 93. My wife asked, do you use your tools or just talk about them? Yes, I just sit there and pet them and sit in the corner and go, my precious.
Yep, they're all covered in plastic.
I use my tools all the time. But I'm in my early 50s, and luckily because I made some smart choices and stuff. I should say we made some smart choices. I'm retired-ish, I guess. This is kind of what I do now, and this was just a hobby that kind of took off on its own. We split our time half between here and Montana. Because here, Vegas, it gets hot in the summer. Here in Montana, it's cold in the winter. Yeah. So we try not to be either place when it sucks. And so it's, I was a carpenter for about a decade. I moved into low voltage electrician kind of thing. That migrated on up into working with Cisco networks and that sort of stuff. And that migrated into network management and eventually business management. So I've been on all sides of it. I've built several houses on my own, or rebuilt several houses. I'm really big into rebuilding houses. Can you get your little fingers off the bell? I know you're gonna ring the bell. I'm trying to finish answering someone's question.
I'm not ringing it.
The way your fingers, you're there. You're giving me bell paranoia.
Yeah, somebody's paranoid.
Anyway. So yeah, I use them all the time, but because I understand both the manufacturing side and the use side and the sales side, it gives me a unique perspective to talk to people about, the tool industry. Okay. She's going to do it. Go on.
Welcome, Brad, to the den. Bing, 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 bing. And Javier Estrada did $5 and it says, hope Red gets well soon. Hope he didn't contract the coronavirus. He might have had a few Coronas, but he definitely does
On
not
the
have-
flight, I think that's what happened.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Javier. Bing, 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 bing.
I can remember, if there's kids listening, plug their ears. I can remember back in the day flying cross country, and I'd gotten bumped up to first class, and the getting the little bottles of I think they had Maker's Mark, and I think I was on like I had just finished my third one. I was asking for another one. It was a long flight. It was like a 6-7 hour flight or something, and the stewardess is like, I'm sorry, flight attendant. The waitress was like, she's like, I just need to check, or, is everything okay or something? I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, well, I'm really not supposed to, to be selling you more than 2. And I'm like, I'm like, this is a 6.5, 7 hour flight. She's like, I know. And you seem like a guy who can handle her stuff. I'm like, I don't know. How do I seem to you? She goes, you seem totally fine. I'm like, great. Can you leave 3 more? And she laughed, and she kept selling them to me throughout the flight. I was actually fairly snockered when I got off the flight.
Yep.
But you know what? I hate flying. So, and it's not that I don't like, I'm not like some people, like I'm afraid we're all going to crash and die or anything. Because I just hate being confined in the little bitty thing with the loud, constant noise kind of stuff. Noise canceling mics, headphones are a godsend for flying. Let's see here. Go on. You're going to do it anyway.
Owen's Jeep stuff. Oh my goodness, $20. Thank you
Holy
so
cow.
much. It says, at the Den of Tools, what do you think of the Eastwood 135 MIG welders? So let me ring it.
Come on.
Bing, ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much.
Do you have a fuzzy tail back there?
I do. It's like a bunny tail. It's like, woo.
Doing circles?
Yep.
Eastman. I honestly have never used an Eastman. I am not much of a welder. I say that I am pretty good with grinding and paint. We've got a lot of people here on the Den who swear by them, just swear up and down. I'm trying to think if I heard anybody say something bad about an Eastman. I don't know if I have, honestly. I did stop and talk to him. If you look at, I think it was last May, I went to the National Hardware Show out here in Vegas. I stopped and I talked to Eastman. I spent about 2 hours in their booth chatting with them. They seem like great folks. The equipment they have for the money seems to be top notch. But I haven't used them personally, so all I can do is speak secondhand on feedback that I've gotten from people that we communicate with here and stuff I've read online. And honestly, I don't think I've seen or heard anything negative, and the price seems pretty good. So sorry, I don't have a better answer. If somebody here has an answer for them, if you use Eastman, good, bad, or otherwise, why don't you chime in, type at Owens Jeep stuff, and go check it out. Jeep Wave, we always got to help other Jeepers anytime. I remember the first time my Jeep stalled on me, and I pulled off the side of the road, and not 3 minutes later, as I'm trying to figure out, another Jeep pulls up, stops, and gets out. I'm like, what made you stop? He goes, you're in a Jeep. I'm like, well, I was a young guy. I didn't know back then. Now. Jeepers stick together. Javier asked, what do you think about the 30% off items, $10 under Harbor Freight? I think it's a great coupon for picking up a lot of the miscellaneous stuff that you need to fill out your own tool den, especially stuff that maybe you're not going to use all the time, and that getting maybe, because the cheap stuff at Harbor Freight is kind of lower grade. But if it's something you use only every so often, like I've got their security bits set. I don't use that much at all, but when I need it, I dang well need it. And so it's good to have. It's one of those things like, oh, I needed it just the other day. And I was like, thank you. Stuff like that is great to pick up. And Michael says, saw something on the news that's going to ruin your day and my diet. Seems Dunkin' is going to offer a bacon snack. Yeah, I saw that already.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to actually check that out. I'm going to look at the macros.
RBX177 says, late but here. And Daryl says, what table saw would you recommend? For a small, compact, like portable, ultra portable, compact table saw, I really like the Hercules. I've got it. I think it's great. There's other good ones out there. I don't think it's the best of breed, but it's at that price. unless there's another bigger sale going around, that's pretty hard to beat. For a mid-level table saw, the Hitachi now Metabo one has been running around $300, $350 with stand. That's a great deal. For something bigger, if you've got like a full shop area, I definitely recommend the one at the Delta at Lowe's. It runs about $500, and sometimes it goes on sale for, I've seen as low as $450. You can also I do this thing where I buy unused gift cards through a site called Gift Card Grinding. That knocks another 5% off. I pay for those with a card that gets cash back or mileage on it, so I get another 2 or 3% off on that. It's all about stacking those savings and getting it up there. And then for like a full size, cabinet saw, I'd probably go with something like a Grizzly. And if I had stupid amount of money, I'd probably buy a Saw Stop. It's not the best saw out there, and I realize that getting cut by the blade isn't the number one injury that happens with a saw. But if you can just outright eliminate one of those risks, it's hard not to choose that one.
Fighter Pig says, I'm 15 and hopefully getting a bike to work on with my dad.
Oh, so, that's awesome.
We would love to see update pictures.
Are we talking pedal bike, power bike, e-bike?
Yes. Ed, the old tech guy, $2 says,
Ed's in the house.
Bing, 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 bing.
Insylum agrees that he likes the bunny ears. I rather like the bunny ears. Michael says, pattern question answered. Many thanks. Toolhead's in the house. Well, we got all the creators. By the way, it's 7:12 and we should stop. I'm going to hold on for just a second. Toolhead, we'll be back. Anyway, he says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Bear. Just saw a cool
Hello.
Harbor Freight commercial on your live. Yeah, I saw a Harbor Freight commercial on my own channel the other day. I was like, wow, that's new. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is a moderator in the channel. That's everyone whose name is in blue, has a little blue wrench behind their name. They volunteer to help out, keep the channel family friendly, answer questions I can't get to. They're headed up by our chief sergeant at arms and head mod. That's Mr. Joe Smith, as I like to call him, Joe and the Dancing Moderators here. And the secret is that most of them are also creators just like us in their own right. Most of them have channels. And so we have the Adopt a Mod program where you can go and you can adopt one mod for the evening, and you can go to their channel, check out one of their videos, and give them a thumbs up. Believe it or not, giving a video or a channel or anything a thumbs up is a great way to tell YouTube that, hey, I like this stuff. Promote more of their videos, and they will, and not just to you, but to other people. That's why you always hear us saying, hey, we'd really like to get to 300 likes during the live stream, because if we can break that barrier, that would be huge. And it really lets YouTube know that you guys are interested in what's going on, that you're paying attention and you appreciate the content. So anything you can to help support the channel, that's a great way. And we want you to support, other creators as well, especially, people like Joe Smith, Justin Dow, Client Graphics, Brad's Workbench. I give Brad, I tease Brad. A lot of people think I don't like Brad. I love Brad. He's a great guy. We don't agree on anything, but I'm one of those guys that I don't have to agree with you to be friends with you.
He really, really doesn't have to agree with you.
In fact, I've got lots of friends who are diametrically opposed on many things, but I'm a, open kind of person. It's, I believe in your right to be wrong. That's fair, right? But anyway, so go and check out one of their channels. Also, don't forget to check out Daughter Raw, who has probably the best non-content on all of YouTube. She doesn't have any videos. Last I checked, she was just over 40. We're trying to get her to 100 likes.
I really think she deserves a trophy or an award, a plaque of some kind. I don't know how we're going to make it happen. Well, I think it's probably equipment. All the non-cameras and the unmics that she uses are excellent quality.
Absolutely. I can only aspire to such a zen level of performance.
Yes.
Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported with the super chats tonight.
Yes.
You guys are amazing, and it really helps with the channel. As you can see here, directly with the microphones, the next big upgrade is going to be with the camera, or it might be the lighting and then the camera.
Sorry, somebody, and I do not know who it was, and it was probably about 20 minutes ago when you were talking about something else, asked how much the camera was that we are looking to get, and I don't know the answer to that.
It's $350 with the lens. Looking to buy it factory refurbished.
Yep.
So
Yep.
We try to save money everywhere. We don't splurge on anything.
Matt says the United States was built on your right to be wrong. And I was explaining that.
Am I right not to listen to you?
Right. I was explaining that to the children just the other day, that it's very important that we always remember that people have, the right to their own beliefs and freedom of speech, and that's really important, even if you don't agree with what they're saying.
That's the real melting pot, is people coming in with disparate beliefs and ideas and concepts and still being able to be a family. All right. And also I want to say thank you to everyone who joined tonight and became a member. Again, that's like Patreon, except it's inside YouTube. And that's the people you see who have the little bear behind them. Like Tim Happy, Nova Snicks, Zaphiel, Barbecue 76, PJ Kentucky. They're all, we got Javier's there. They're all members who support the channel each and every month. So thank you so much.
Fighter Pig, our 15-year-old friend who is watching today. It's a motorcycle.
Awesome. That's going to be a fun build. Let's see here. Barbecue 76 says, what you were trying to say is the mic is directional. It is, I know. But, I know if I say directional, somebody's going to be like, it's cardio, because there's always some pedantic person who has to correct me if I try to talk in like, human speak. Somebody corrected me about something the other day. Oh, I called it a crescent wrench. I'd said it's an adjustable wrench, a.k.a. crescent wrench. He's like, it's not a crescent wrench. I'm like, oh, my gosh. You don't have any friends, do you? Because if you go around doing that all the time.
They just need a hug.
They do need a hug. And I'm not that bad. I'm just venting with you because we're friends. And that's what I said to him. I'm like, look, I totally obviously know what it is. If you listen to the way I said it, don't be that guy who comes off trying to correct somebody on the more technical aspects. It's like people who are in the 2A community and you're like, yeah, I had to, get a new clip for my what? It's not a clip, it's a magazine. Oh, doofus.
They're having a moment. We all have moments.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to remember when I'm in that situation. I'm like, okay, I can remember once upon a time that might have been me.
Yeah, in my 20s, I was probably an idiot.
And then when they do it for like the 19th time, then you can nicely explain things to them.
Let's see here. Asylum says, I was saying I took the little bear shooting today for the first time.
Yep.
He was bouncing up down. He had such a good time. Asylum says, I went to Home Depot. I saw they have a tool cart there from Milwaukee. It looks great, like a great build, and quality and all, but it comes with a $500 price tag. I have seen that. I've not used it. I've saw builds of it. Man, I can't imagine paying $500 for that thing. I don't know. That's up to you. It's an interesting little cart, but not my kind of interesting. Michael says, will the batteries for the 80 volt mowers that Harbor Freight has, are they the same as the Cobalt 80 volt? No, they're entirely different because these are a sort of flex volt where you can use it in a 40 volt tool versus an 80 volt tool. And you can't do that with the Cobalt stuff. Although I do think that the tools come from the same OEM, but the batteries are clearly different than anything else that they've offered, at least that I've seen anytime soon. So let me see here. Boy, I am so behind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we're at 194 likes, so let's try to get 200 or more. I'm open to more.
All right, go ahead and read. My screen jumped on me. I gotta figure out where I am.
It wasn't Matt. One of our friends was talking about losing his finger.
Oh.
And I cannot see it there. Let me see if I can see it over here. Anyways, I'm really sorry. I think it was just the tip. And, I mean, it's still
only
important.
The tip?
Well, like the bone, whatever.
You're built too short, son.
Nice.
Let's go over your head. Mike Crowley says, any experience with the Gearson P95 half mask respirator from Harbor Freight? No, I've got the 3M one. I've had it for a while. So I've never tried the Harbor Freight one. Whiskey Gunner says biscuits and gravy is life. It used to be until I went keto. Man, I love me some biscuits and gravy. Oh,
Yep.
motor oil and gasoline are organic.
209. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm just going to say, just because something is organic doesn't mean it's not carcinogenic and won't kill you. Arsenic is organic.
Yep.
What's for dinner? I saw Hercules battery in the oven.
Yes, it was very tasty.
We're doing some 18650 sausage rolls. Tony says, I might miss the answer. What you thought of soft washers and what might be a good one for homeowner? Soft washers. My translate button is broken. Software?
Softeners?
Water softeners? Pressure washers?
I don't know. Try that one again. Also,
Soft serve ice cream dispensers?
okay, I'm in favor of those, but they should be keto.
Tony, I'm going to need you to clarify. I'm lost on that one.
And it was Tim Happy who lost his finger. It says 5 years ago, I pulled middle finger through blade. 3 doctors drew a line on my finger, never went back. I have full movement, nail grew back, but first bone is attached to nothing. So I'm glad you still have it.
Yes.
Terry, $2 says, good night, bears, mods, and all the others. Be safe. Bing, 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 bing.
PJ Kentucky said, I had some Snap-on secondhand tools that I bought. Took one to a Snap-on truck, and he said the warranty is only good for the original purchaser, and you have to have your receipt, so Snap-on is not as good as Harbor Freight. That is true, and I've heard people commenting that corporate is starting to enforce that policy
Really crack
more
down.
and more and more, especially on the higher-end stuff. One of our guys here, I asked him if I could give his name. He didn't reply, so he got totally screwed over on a $5,000 tool chest he bought 18 years ago, and they said, well, you know, his Snap-on rep had retired, was gone.
Yep.
And they said, well, you'll need your receipt then. He's like, 18 years, I don't have my receipt. That's just flipping ridiculous.
Yep, especially with such a high value product. Tim Happy, holy guacamole. You lost the tip of your finger and you gave us an amazing donation. $50. Where can I put my hands on a 40 volt Makita battery? Bing, 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 bing. Why are you looking at me?
Give her a seizure.
Bing, bing.
Oh, wait. Hold
Thank
on.
you so much. Whoa, okay. You really are going to give me a seizure. I'm going to have a seizure live on the internets.
Promises. Anyway,
Thank
where
you
can you
so
get
much,
a
Tim.
40 volt? So you can order them online. Of course, Amazon, I think, has them and such like that. This was actually going to do a video on this coming up. And that is, there are these companies that do, here, let me do this. There are these tool companies out there. Oh, it froze.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. When it goes to you, you're
No,
just
like
frozen.
the images.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't realize it was frozen before. Well,
Yeah.
I thought I'd fix that. Anyway,
No.
so I was going to do a video, and I may still do it, on where I'm like, how a professional shops at Home Depot. And I was going to pull into Home Depot, get out of the car, look at it, shake my head, get back in the car, and drive to the actual store. There are stores in your town, if it's a big enough town. We got 2 million people here in Las Vegas. But even in a town half this size, a third of this size, there should be companies that specialize in, usually they're set up as fastener stores where you can buy industrial fasteners and stuff like that. And then they'll also have the full professional lines of all the tools. And I was just in 3 of them last week, and each one of them had like all the DeWalt, all the Milwaukee, all the Makitas, and I'm trying to think who else they had, Skill, and some of the other stuff. Now for Hilti, you're going to have to probably go to a Hilti store. But if you do a search in your area, in fact, if you want help, email me at red@denatools.com. I got some good Google skills at finding stuff like this. There are commercial supply centers like this in your town, most likely, or not too far away, that's special. And they're like Candyland for adults.
Tim is saying, I can't find battery or charger. I have impact. It's driving me nuts. So did you lose it, or are you having trouble finding a replacement? Just for clarification. And thank you again. That was a massive
Thank you.
super chat. Thank you so much.
Let's see here. Are you going to the giant liquidation at Harbor Freight? Man, they need to get a new term or deal or tool closeout or everything must go. Should be like we want everything to go so we can buy new stuff and you can buy that again. So, let's see here. Just saw the review of the Craftsman V20. Looks like it has greater marine applications, boat anchors. Yeah, the brushed one was pretty bad. I was not a fan of it. But I've seen some people who tested the brushless and they liked it. So, can we get Mrs. Bear to tell the microphone like Randy Macho Man Savage?
What?
Oh, I'm the Macho Man. I'm coming to get you.
Okay.
Go snap into a Slim Jim.
Yes, but why would I do that?
I don't know, because they want to hear you do it. It's more fun when you do it.
When I read it,
What you do? What on Reddit?
Tim Happy says 40 volt. Do not. He's tickling my foot.
I'm not tickling your foot yet. You put your foot up on me. What do you think is going to happen? Read.
Tim Happy's comment. It says 40 volt.
I haven't done anything. Come on.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop. So he said 40 volts not available in the US. And then he said, I bought the Makita 40 volt on eBay, but I can't find a battery for it or a charger.
Wait. So you're not talking about the 36 volt?
He's talking about 40. And he says that 40 is not available in the US.
Because 40 is, in the US, 40 is 36. It's essentially two 36s or two 18s. So you know the 18 is 20 volt max.
You're,
so when you see
you're
40
mathing
volt,
it up right now.
I am. This is special math. So when you see like DeWalt's 20 volt max, that's the same thing as an 18 volt battery. It's just marketing. Same with Harbor Freight. All the new battery tool companies are doing it. I hate it. It's illegal in Europe to call an 18 volt a 20 volt max. And so when you see something that's listed as a 40 volt, that's 40 volt max, 36 volt nominal. So really it's the same as two 36 volt batteries or two 18 volt batteries snapped together. And it gets a little more technical than that, but if it's an actual 40 volt system, then that's something entirely different. And that I'm not sure about, and probably why I wasn't thinking about it.
I think a number of people have also responded. I think Joe posted a link for you. A couple other people were explaining the 40 volt is 10 cells in a series, 10 volt max, 36 nominal.
Well, he's talking about what I think we're talking about. I think he's talking about something that's a completely different platform. So,
okay.
Because if it's being sold in Europe and it's 40 volts, it has to actually be a 40 volt system. They couldn't be a 40 volt max system.
Okay.
All right, I got to catch up here. You're making me get
super behind.
And Silence says, I have the DeWalt 18 volt line. Not much support these days for that line. I did see an adapter to use the 20 volt max batteries. Oh, yeah. In fact, your best bet for that is probably going with something like Vanon batteries. They're going to be way cheaper, and that system only has so many years left in it. And Fry TV now says, love the mics. You sound better than some of the shows we have on the radio station here. I just hit the like button. Thank you very much, sir. Vegas 2792. I got up, walked 8 foot to my phone, and hit the thumbs up. Thank you, sir. That was kind of you.
Thank you so much. I gotta read this before it goes away.
Wait.
Fighter Pig says, I just want to say hi to you guys and everybody in chat. Don't let anyone pick on you or make fun of you because you're having fun living your life how you want to live it. That's right. Can't wait to see pictures of the motorcycle.
Yeah, I get people who are like, you're a grown man. Why do you use the bear? Well, that's just stupid. Grow up. I'm like, I'm 50 freaking years old. I'm way past growing up. I'm going to have some damn fun. You need to lighten up and start living.
You went all the way around. When you're 50, you go. And then you become a kid again.
Oh, yeah. You realize all that pretense kind of BS doesn't mean anything. Can I help you?
Can I?
Go on.
Elkvis, $2.03. Howdy, bears. Bing, 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 bing. Where's my thumb? Hello.
Bear One says, so hopefully once I get my sorry pelt over to Harbor Freight with enough battery, I'll add that to the drive to you too. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Jennifer Whitewolf. Prop 64, everything is carcinogenic according to the state of California.
That is
Yeah, if you
absolutely true.
manufacture something, just put a Prop 64 warning on it because just assume it'll kill you. You'll be fine. Kenby Max says, really like your videos. I made a recent tool purchase off what you recommended. Thank you. Love to hear that. Let me know how it worked out for you. Mike Adams, is Hercules or Bauer planning on coming out with their own extended screw gun drill attachments for putting screws in floors anytime soon? I know they're talking about a drywall one, but I didn't hear anything about the extended for. You're talking about so you can do it while standing up kind of stuff. And Simon says, I just did my first drywall repair yesterday. Now I need to repaint my bathroom. Barbecue 76, could you make the scrolling chat bigger? I'd like to see the comments on the TV as I watch the stream on the TV instead. I will. Problem is, it'll get into her. If I make it bigger, it'll block her out. I can try putting it in the. I can try putting it in the middle, but it's going to be a second. Where are the polo shirts? When are the polo shirts coming out for sale? I used to really like polo shirts. Of course, it was also the 80s. You got to wear pop the collar and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
If I could do a polo shirt with a little bear.
Oh my goodness.
Come on. Polo shirt with a bear.
Last week, I helped at the kids' school and they did class pictures. And so part of that is making sure that everyone is wearing appropriate clothing. And the number of little tiny boys whose shirts had popped collars that I had to adjust for the picture, they could pop it when they were done. It was adorable. I'm like, you're in kindergarten.
Matthew Bean says, howdy Adena Tools. Jennifer Whitewolf says, Jeff's book is great. I learned a lot. Barbecue 76, I know my eyes are bad. I probably need to get different prescription for my glasses, but I'm sitting in front of a 55-inch TV and the chat is hard to see. I know. Let me see. I'll work on it. Michael says, kids need to take the pug out for a walk, then fade to black, snore. Want to up your donations to do 5 minutes with that dog of yours. Be well there, Mike and VB. Thank you very much, sir. You take care. Yeah, we need to have the hound come out and say hi for a little bit.
Yes, I know. A number of people have asked about the Labradog. Somebody says that they watch us in the shower. Any specific shower head recommendations? His shower head does not, it says massage good enough. I'm assuming they mean the functions on there.
Yeah, I'm not an aficionado. I mean, I have to have the one that comes off the wall, has the hose, the handheld one. And then I really like it when you have the one that's connected that also does the rainfall kind of thing. But I'm not like specific about, I buy whatever looks like it's going to work and is a good price. I'm not, as I said, I'm not up on those. Jay Bedham says, what are you planning for your first cheat meal? Already had my first cheat meal. My next cheat meal is probably going to be pizza. I do one every 4 weeks. And Silence says, do you guys rent the same place every winter when you migrate back from Montana? Well, so far we haven't. And that was because the landlord sold the last one out from underneath us. So we had to move out of there. We're thinking we're going to be back here when we come back.
I think they mean in Montana.
No, when they say you migrate back from Montana. We own the house in Montana.
Oh.
We don't own the house here.
Right. Sorry, I read that before and just assumed they meant did we rent the same place every year in Montana? But
Zaffiel says, hope you're baking some Ryobi. They're next up on the grill. Ronald says, for the price of a sub, a cup of coffee, a stick of gum, everybody should join this great show for the entertainment. Thank you so much, Ronald. I really appreciate the support. Wolf says, U.S. General still needs hutches. Icon is too much for a poor guy. I do. I agree with you. I've told them from like day one working with them that A, we need a cabinet saw. B, we need a track saw. We need a joiner, and the guys with U.S. Generals need a hutch. I honestly would not be surprised if the hutch never happens for U.S. General, and the reason is there's this impetus then to upgrade to the Icon so you can get the hutch. I don't agree with doing that, but that could be a reason why some people over there in corporate might be saying, no, we're not going to do one. Ed, the old tech guy, howdy. Robert Adams, headed out, been doing sheet metal work on the Mustang all weekend and tired. I bet you are. You take care. Todd's Workshop says, I lived in Great Falls from 92 to 96 while in the Air Force. Miss Montana every day. Oh, come on. You don't miss it in the winter, do you?
They do. They miss it in the winter. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You're just a winterist.
Trent says, coronavirus may be undetected for 6 weeks here in the States. It's going to change a lot of thinking. Yeah, I'd try not to be a tinfoil hat person myself, but the places where this keeps happening, if you look at the people who run that area and how they might want to see.
Get off soapbox.
Yeah. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but it's the Democrats.
Apparently, the dog is going to show up after 250 likes.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
At 300, her hair will come back down. Usually does.
What?
I have to check out, but holler at you later. Cheers, Bear family. Take care, brother, man. Check in with me. We do need to get together, have a beer or something. PJ Kentucky said, I heard Eastwood welders are assembled here in the U.S. from China parts. I have Miller and Lincoln. Can't complain about them. Echo says, night all 5 a.m. comes quickly. Yes, it does.
People are asking for us to do a traveling show.
We do in the summer.
No, like there was a request that we do a meet and greet in, where was it? Was it St. Louis? And then somebody else said, yes, we should do one. It should be a traveling show. So like we could travel around the country and do several
I would
meet and
love
greets.
to do that if we got to the viewership where we were making enough money to afford it. We love to travel. Our dream is once the kids are in school is to buy an RV. We'll spend our summers in Montana and the winters we'll just travel around the U.S. We'll be that old fart couple, going to square dances and stuff like that, like my grandparents used to do.
I'm already old.
And somebody on Reddit said I was aging backwards.
That's because they were looking at that one and then on the left.
Let's see here. What's your opinion on customer service for Ace Hardware, Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot? It entirely depends on the store you go to. When it comes to retail, customer service is so dependent on store manager relations. It's a top-down level thing. If the store manager says, customer service is going to be job one, he makes it job one. If the store manager doesn't care, then the customer service reps don't care. I've been to the Lowe's out where we used to live. I wouldn't go to it if you paid me because they were terrible. The Lowe's here is excellent. They know me by name. I walk in, hey, how's it going? They're sweethearts. The Home Depot where we used to live was great. The Home Depot here, rather light it on fire. Menards I haven't been to in a long time, but the Menards in Indiana where I used to live were great. But I've heard the ones around Chicago, could, catch on fire, fall down, sink into the swamp for all most people care. What do you think about Toyota leaving the U.S.? They're going to stop selling in the U.S.? This is something new. Did you see my email today about the tanks for sharing? I saw the email, but I just gotten back. I was out with the little bear shooting most of the day. Go ahead.
BW's Electronic 202 Red Bear adds a nice touch to the videos. 2 dings. Bing, bing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let me catch up here. Donna Raw has 47 subs. There you go.
That is awesome.
Frederick Huntermark. I just made a power drawer for my U.S. General 72-inch tool cabinet. That is cool. I want to see pictures of that. If you're not a member, go over to if you're on Facebook, go to the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/groups/den of tools, and join. And I know a lot of guys would like to see a picture of that because I know a lot of people have been wanting one, but they don't want to step up to the icon. Ed, the old tech guy says, how can I be a mod for you? I would be happy to help. Ed, you've been around here for a while. It's pretty simple. And, you just have to click your heels together 3 times and spin in a circle and say, I want to be a mod. I want to be a mod. I want to be a mod. Poof. Believe in your right to be wrong about being wrong. Believe that you probably are wrong most of the time, especially when you're saying you're not wrong. Dottle Raw pets my little bear. And What was it you did before? You were just completely, utterly wrong on something. Oh, you thought I said something, and I hadn't said anything like it. You projected what you thought I was going to say and got mad at me for saying it.
Allegedly.
I have video.
No, he doesn't.
I am always recording.
Nope.
Matt says, I spent most of the day putting 10 pounds of stuff in my 5-pound shed. I had the layout of the floor on CAD and fit everything in, but it does mostly need room for the golf cart. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's save the biggest for last.
Hey, Mr. Doughboy.
PJ Kentucky says that Donna Raw has a great business plan because she never has to worry about her videos being demonetized.
I know. That is amazing.
Clever. Life hack.
Yep. She's a thinker.
Ronald says, do you own an old Jeep yet? Because I would love to see you work on that. Not yet. No, right now we just got the Jeep Renegade. I had Jeeps back in the day. My first Jeep was a CJ 784. And the problem is trying to find a good Jeep that's not completely rusted out that people don't want an arm and a leg for. Let's see here. Bear One says, I'm sad that the food counter on the bottom floor of IKEA no longer has the cup of meatballs? But those 75-cent hot dogs are delicious.
See, and ours doesn't have the cup of meatballs. You have to go all the way upstairs. And the last time I ordered them with Elle, they gave me the whole meal. And I'm like, I'm keto. I can't eat the rest of this stuff. This is not what I ordered.
Jennifer says, crescent, the inch to metric. Is that the left-handed or the right-handed? Dewey did it. Keep me in the loop when you find a coupon that works on the U.S. General end cabinet. Man, good luck with that. I see maybe one a year on that. What you need to look out for is about once or twice a year, they do a 15% off everything in the store. They also do twice a year a friends and family. And it's not the one that you see friends and family, but this is actual friends and family where you've got to have somebody who works at Harbor Freight put you on a special list. They can only put 10 people on it, and you get 25% off any single purchase. Nothing is off limits. Well, you can't buy gift cards. You can't buy memberships. You can't buy extended service plans with it, but none of the actual items are off limits. Ricky's camera capture says, you're looking great. In addition to your diet, are you getting exercise? No, absolutely no exercise right now. I'm pretty overweight and I need to get down, and being 51, I don't want to risk damaging my body any more than I already have. I haven't really talked about it much, but my doctor, when this originally happened, so I had tore the MCL. I have torn the MCLs in both knees, but really badly in my left. Extremely painful. I live with pain every single day. And as a stopgap, they put me on hydrocodone, an opioid, and or synthetic opioid in this case. But and I was on that for 6 or 7 years, and I just stopped taking it. Was it last year? Yeah. Well, at this point, it'd be last year. And I didn't want to take it anymore, and I needed to get off it. And what I've realized is that even though I felt great and I didn't have any pain, I was doing tremendous damage to my knees because I was doing more exercise and walking further than I should and just grinding the snot out of them. I'm going to have to get them rebuilt here. I actually saw a YouTube video the other day about how to do it, so I'm going to see if I can DIY that thing. Owen says, I've seen where some people picked up the Icon screwdriver set. Sadly, they are not at my local Harbor Freight yet. They're not at mine either, or I would have had them. Any news on the Harbor Freight credit offer, when it will come to the rest of the country? They've just started expanding it in Southern California, so it's going to be a while. I did get some feedback that it not been meant to be launched yet, according to somebody I talked to at one of the stores over in Southern California. And that, are you okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mr. Doughboy?
What do you say?
Some little kid just called me fatty. So if you're at Home Depot and missing a kid, he's in the red LG dryer. Just saying. Stuff happens sometimes. Karma in the dryer.
Yeah. Bear, don't make me do the watch your innuendo combo. Oh, I'm real bad about that. I watched too much Bugs Bunny as a
He's
kid.
getting better.
I have a master's degree in
Or
innuendo.
worse, depending
and
on
a doctorate
which way
in
you go.
sarcasm. Trent says, technicalities being said, clips and magazines are nowhere near the same unless you're making a Hollywood movie. Oh my gosh. Go back to hating on Makita. The Bear One says, I love the GVS Eclipse mask, small and doesn't block my lower peripheral as badly. And Mike says, the Southern Keto Cookbook has brisket gravy and, was it Keto brisket and gravy recipe?
Sorry.
And Dada Ross says, I'm going to Jello mold that bell again.
I know. It was a $50 donation. It was amazing. I couldn't.
She gets excited.
I couldn't unbell myself. Sorry.
Javier says, if I ever get death penalty, I request my final meal is biscuits and gravy. Not saying that I want that to happen, but just in case.
Javier, I got you covered.
Yeah. I think my final meal is going to be pizza on the moon. And you get me there and serve it, then we can talk about it. Daughter leaves and trees and fishes and loaves. Trent says Fastenal is a good place to get pro-grade tools, and Stan Houston. Family friendly, no footsie guys.
That's right. You tell him to leave my feet alone.
PJ Kentucky says, where's the Labradog? 250 likes. 250 likes, people. Gets us a Labradog. And some people have a chocolate lab. Some people have a black lab. We've got a meth lab.
Yep.
She's a crazy hound. Can you read my message before this, Fighter Pig?
I read it.
Oh, did you?
About
Okay.
Being your true self and being authentic. Hey, Carson's Exploring Channel.
Howdy.
He said he bought the Bauer floodlight. I love it.
Eric says, I'm mostly deciding to buy the upcoming Tekton 60 by 30 tool chest as long as it doesn't take forever to come out. Thanks for mentioning it in your videos. It looks like it's going to be kind of like a clone of the proto toolboxes. Similar design, similar concept. I really want to see one, see some pictures. I'm supposed to have a phone call with them when it gets closer. So hopefully that's going to happen. Tony Ringtail's in the house. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Bear, hope all's well. Still can't get a trailer at Harbor Freight. It's making me crazy.
254 likes, 55. So I'm going to go get a Labradog and check on the children because they should have eaten and be bathed. But, they're children.
300 likes and she takes a lick to the face.
No, they said 300 likes and we're dancing.
You still got your hair to dye.
My hair to dye?
Yeah, remember last time it was if you got enough likes, you're going to change your hair?
I know that it's red. We talked about
But you're behind. You're slacking.
Okay.
Christina Marie, where are you?
She was here earlier.
Go get the dog.
You're not the boss of me.
About now.
You're not the boss of me.
Matt says about half my 2 amp hour M12 batteries are Chinese, the other are Milwaukee. So far, I can't tell the difference. I should run a test comparing them on the old CBA. I've seen some tests with the CBA showing they're different. I've seen some other tests showing that they're different. I've run tests. I did a video on it. Bella, come. Bella, come here. Come here. Come on. Bella, come here.
Well, now she's knocking everything over.
Come here, Bella. Bella, come here.
Someone hasn't fed her dinner.
Tell her to come here.
Bella,
Come. Come. Come here. What are you doing over there? Wait, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh.
It's off.
Come here. Come here. Bella. Come here.
Okay.
Well, you're getting out now.
Someone's super excited.
Say hi. Hi. Oh.
Who is a big fat dummy? Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna let her go.
Okay.
She's gonna go crazy. Who's good hound? Whoa.
Crazy dog.
Who's good hound? Who's
Scary dog.
a good hound?
Come on.
Oh, you want food? You want food? Oh,
Don't want to be in that hurricane.
it's like trying to release a muskie. You just let it go.
What's a muskie?
It's think of a freshwater barracuda.
What's a barracuda?
You know what a barracuda is.
Wait, is that a fish?
Don't you know what a barracuda? I know you know what a barracuda.
I forgot.
You gotta put the microphone right there.
ASMR's over.
All right, Dad's gotta catch up.
Okay.
Ed the Tech Guy says, just hit the like, brother. Ronald says, the way you're talking into the mics, you're going to have to get the wind stream to protect the mics. Really? Because are you actually hearing stuff, or are you just assuming because the pod mic has a windscreen built into it? Elkvist says, I like the new microphone. Rode is very nice. I did spend way too much time figuring out which ones to get. And so far, I'm pretty happy with them. Jennifer says, hoping Red feels better soon. Time for a bear fix. He's going to be back Monday if I have to, tie him to a chair. Maro says, I watch you guys while I'm in the shower. Oh, we talked about that one. California believes that the den of tools is hazardous because laughing causes cancer.
Sorry about that.
The anime bear is what keeps bringing me back. He is incredibly educated as far as tools go. Well, he's a tool bear. He's just born with that kind of stuff.
I am a tool cub. I'm not that educated on tools, but I know a lot about animals. So like,
I'm gonna send you to a convent.
please don't. One like saves one Eleanor.
They'll beat that right out of you. Anyway, he goes on to say that he's 62 and you're never too old to have fun. Keep it up. Jennifer says, we make fine audio equipment. Everything going to Cali gets a do not eat or lick cancer warning. Yep. Bear One says, would you be able to place that chat bigger between the two of you? Yeah, I said I was going to do that, didn't I? Let me see if I can do that real quick. Chat window. Whoops.
Wait, we have a chat window?
We do right here. If I move it like that, I do this.
Wait.
See how that goes, and then I turn it on.
Now I disappear.
And there's nothing in it. The chat window on this thing is so super finicky.
Am I super finicky?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Look, we got one right there. The little thing.
Okay. Stuff's showing up. Let me know how that works for you. And polo shirt equals aka polar bear shirt. There you go. Bass Pro Shops is having a Second Amendment sale on ammo and quite a few lead launchers. That sounds cool. I got to tell you, though, I hate buying stuff like that at stores like that. I'd rather go to my local shop and deal with them for that sort of thing.
Have we ever said my name on the channel?
Yes, all the time. Mike Bush says no need to cheat on pizza to cheat with pizza on keto. Just scrape the toppings off the crust. What's this winter? I don't know what that is. And
I shrank.
You should rent a hall in Vegas. I would come to your meet and greet. I'm sure many others would. Greg, we've talked about doing something like that.
I want to be at the meet and greet.
Because people are like, I need a reason to come to Vegas. I'm like, right, you need a reason. It's Vegas. Vegas is the reason. And Mr. Doughboys, we said hi to you already. And
Someone's in a much better mood.
Zaffiel posted a link also for the batteries. Auctions on Yahoo.
You can take a break.
Bear One says, well, it's fine. There's just no rush. I just want to make sure everything gets to you because on my end, if there's an error, I got to try and figure out what causes it. Totally get that. Ed, the old tech guy, I'm clicking and saying I want to be a mod. I'm not even turning around. Oh, look, you're a mod. Oh my God, it worked. I told you. Do you have a suggestion for a cheap bore scope, endoscope, just looking for a lawnmower engine? Yeah, there's ones all over Amazon. They're all about the same. They hook up to your cell phone. Don't get the ones that connect via Bluetooth. I've got one of those. It's just a pain. It works, but it's a pain. You should just get the one that plugs in via the USB, and they're fine. They're like $20. They're all, as I said, they're all about the same. Going to Javier says, going to Harbor Freight, going to send Harbor Freight an email. I'll get this right eventually. Asking when they're releasing a Bauer coffee maker. You should. We all should. We should pester the snot out of them.
Can I read it correctly?
We want that. No. We want that Keurig coffee maker. Mr. Doughboy says something.
I like
Okay,
coffee.
we talked about that one. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to get there. I'm so close.
Is that a super chat?
No, Mom already got it.
Down, girl. Where's your chat window?
I don't know, but mine went away. Actually, that might be a super chat.
There you go.
Get away from my bell.
No.
Yes, you did.
It's a bell. No.
Okay, you can do it. Ed, the old tech guy, $2. Oh my gosh, thanks. I'm a mod. Coolness.
Yee! Welcome to the squad, Ed. Tech guy.
I'm just saying, if you yeet around me again, I'm going to build a catapult. Oh, I'm sorry, an Eleanor pult. Launch you into a swamp.
Eleanor, it's time for you.
That's going to be a big catapult. There's no swamps around here. Good night, sweetie. Give me a hug.
Love you. Take the princess hound with you.
Yep.
Come on.
Princess S. Let's see here.
Elle, good night.
You may want to try yoga for exercising. It's great with less stress on your muscles. Greg, I've done yoga. I like yoga. I'm more of a Tai Chi person, believe it or not. I know this is more of the secret hippy dippy thing coming out. I actually did. Played hockey since I was 7. I wrestled and did football in high school, and I was really missing that kind of athletic output when I was an adult after school. And a friend of mine got me into martial arts, and I started out with Tai Chi, Yang style long form, and moved into Taekwondo, the Muay and then into Shinkantai Jiu-Jitsu, and I did a little bit of Keto and some judo and stuff. And then I eventually spent about 3 or 4 years working out with the guys who were in UFC. Mark Goldberg and those guys from Hammer House. This was all out in the Midwest, the ground and pound guys, the wrestlers. So it's something that is more what I'm aligned with is the Tai Chi. I love the Tai Chi stuff. It's like yoga, but standing. And
There's a lot of standing yoga. Goober McGoobersons.
Carson says he bought the Bauer floodlight and he loves it.
Yes. I already said that.
Daughter Russ says the leaves was about the Randy Savage thing. I don't get that. Bear One says, can't wait for you to see my Harbor Freight. It's so cute and amazing. They cram all that stuff. Yeah, it's always amazing how they fit that stuff in there. Trent says, clip sounds cool, says Hollywood. Yeah, they do that sort of thing.
Brad Payne, where are you? He says, ugh, just let the dog in. It's snowing again.
Oh,
I
man,
missed the
did you
snow.
hear what happened to upstate New York? They got slammed with a blizzard and then lake effect snow continuing it on through the whole weekend. Oh, in late February, early March. How many likes to take a shot of Fireball?
There's not enough likes in the world.
Somebody have to go out and get it first because I'm not buying that stuff.
Elkfist wants to know if someone gave that little redhead an energy drink. Nope.
She gets like that when she gets tired.
Yep. And then she falls over.
Duncan just kind of slowly melts into the earth. Griffin goes completely buck wild, and then like the other day, I found him face first in the middle of the living room, like there should be a chalk outline around him, kind of face first.
I think that's Eleanor's genes. But for a really long time, he would walk up and go, "Okay, I'm going to bed now."
He's tired.
And we're like, "What kind of alien child are you?" But okay. Yeah, he still does that.
Ross Smith, what about roasting the coffee video? Where's the power coffee maker? I'm still working on that. Thank you for reminding me. I need to order the green beans, and I'm looking for a grinder.
I can look tomorrow.
Yes. I'm not about to buy a new one, so she's been looking for stuff over at what's the place you go? Savers. It's a thrift store kind of thing.
It's amazingness, and on Mondays everything's 50% off.
Bear One says there's some pop and a little breath, but minimal on the breath. Popping is more there. But is there locking to go with it?
Nice.
They know of any tools that speed up sanding on pipes and tubing specifically for painting or polishing. I've seen it where you use the drum sander attachment on a drill, so it gives you a nice little drum. Then get a belt, cut it to the size or get the right size, and turn it inside out. And you can do probably half to a third of the pipe with that. Normally, my Harbor Freight has some jammin' tunes, normally either the local country or classic rock station, but for some reason, they had some sucky station on that had that Billy chick. Oh,
Billie
I can't.
Eilish.
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Aw, Daughter Frost says, we look at Ricky and say, go to bed. And 9 or 10 times, he trots off to bed. 9 out of 10 times. Oh, that's pretty cool. Carson's Exploring Channel says, how much do we have to donate for you to shave your beard? I'm assuming that that's for you.
Yeah.
Carson's Exploring Channel, if you say it's not, we're going to have words.
I don't know. How much do you guys think? I really like my beard. I don't look good without a beard.
I think that's probably a negative, Ghost Rider.
She doesn't like me without a beard. So that's the real, threshold you're going to have to get over. He also said that they're putting in an indoor shooting range right across from his neighborhood. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Stephen McGowan, $5. At the Den of Tools, found a great deal on a pellet smoker. Thanks to your BrickSeek info.
Oh,
Been
cool.
doing low carb for 2 years. Went down 35 pounds. Stay with it. Awesome.
Nice.
That's really great. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you.
Leonard says the only reason to go vegan or go to Vegas is the SAS convention. Have you been to SEMA? SEMA's pretty amazing. Let's see. Whoa, I jumped on me. There, come on. Did someone give that? Oh, we talked about that. I don't have a phone with an Android plug for those endoscopes. I use the iPhone, and my mom has a newer Android. I think some of them have the iPhone, and you can get adapters too that will convert to an iPhone. Tony Ringtail, I'm sorry if you replied. I had you muted for a phone call. Heresy.
Harsh.
Wanted to know what trailer options other than Harbor Freight you can suggest. Northern Tool is one I'm aware of. I'm a big fan of Tractor Supply. They just had a big sale, but it's $400. It's the same trailer that I have now, or it's $500. So it's going to be a good bit more. Other than that, I don't know if somebody else has got another option. I don't know what it would be. And we look at Ricky and say go to bed at 9, 10 times, and he trots to his bed. Duncan used to do that. Tell him it's bedtime. He's like, okay, go and get in bed. Tell him it's bedtime now. He's like, sure, just 5 minutes.
27 hours later.
The Javier says, does Red have any relatives, or is he the only bear of his kind? Well, he's got his brother Blue, the polar bear. And I think he said he's got some other, well, Smokey's a cousin, but they don't talk. He keeps saying Smokey's a sellout to the man or something. Elkfus says the Clip magazine debate is silly. There's absolutely no need to be pedantic. It will only drive people away. Thank you. That's exactly what I say.
And you get 27 stars for using the word pedantic.
Yeah. And they may spread the word that the lead launcher community sucks. Yeah. You ever get that, like the old school, you like going into a tattoo shop. You go into a tattoo shop, old school tattoo shop. You go into old school gun store and you feel like you're not welcome. Like you've trespassed. Like, what are you doing there? And you got to prove that you deserve to be there. That's not how you spread the word and bring more people in. That's just people being, you know what, so they can feel better about themselves. Like it's elitist crap is what it is. Shock collars for medium-sized dogs work good for my kids. I did a whole video on that. Somebody sent me a shock collar for the dog, and I wouldn't try it on the dog, but I tried it myself. And the kids saw me trying it. They wanted to try it. It was so tame, I let them try it. She tried it a little bit, and she's a...
I believe that he's talking about himself.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Daughter Ross says, don't make the bear shave.
That's right.
Barbecue 76, just a few more likes, we get a dancing bear. Dancing.
Read Winter's comment.
What?
Winter.
Oh, Winter.
Yes.
Winter Lyle, I'm going to tech school for aviation mechanic. I'm going to be with a mix of tools, but I don't know which toolbox to get because I'm not going with my school's Snap-on box because just what a waste. Good on you.
Good
Smart
job.
choice. Thrifty choice. I'm not saying you have to get a Harbor Freight or something like that, but the Snap-on is overpriced even with the school discount. Now, the question is, are you looking for a tech cart? Are you looking for like a 40, a 50, a 60 tell us what size you need, what style you're looking for, and then we can give you an idea about where the good price range is going to be for something like that. An awesome choice for aviation school. I recommend it for a lot of guys who are looking for a field to go into. There's a lot of jobs out there right now in aviation tech.
Super smart choice.
Yep. Speaking of lead launchers, is that a bolt action launcher behind you and to your right?
I don't think it's behind you, but I think it used to be behind you.
No. What is that behind me? That's not it?
I didn't think so.
He means the Savage right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been trying to clean out this cabinet over here, but somebody has all her stuff in it that she left over from a certain holiday that needs to go somewhere else because she took it over.
You know, other people watch this channel.
That's why I say it was from a certain... I obscured it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it's a 308 with a heavy barrel and
I just poked myself in the snout.
fluted heavy barrel, I should say. I need to get a good scope for it. I had an inexpensive scope and it was okay, but I really need to get some really good glass for it. Conspiracy theory. The coronavirus was engineered in the level 4 Chinese lab to attack Taiwan, but they messed up and it prematurely got away from them. I would
There's a lot of theories.
Would not doubt that for a minute. I also heard that because if you noticed, if you've seen the numbers, it's the younger you are, the less chance it really has of getting its teeth into you. And basically, but if you're over 80, the mortality rate's something like 80%, and 70, 80, it drops down like 14. Some people theorize that it was engineered to get rid of an aging population that was becoming a weight on their economic system. Just a theory.
Daughter of Ra, I'm backing you up. She's going to flamethrower them. They said if we get 400 likes that Daughter of Ra is going to dance. And I'm just going to say that you can self-identify that dancing is whatever you want.
Nope, she's a mod. She's going to do it.
Whoa, Maintenance Man says 500 likes and hero Joe Smith goes streaking through Walmart.
We're going streaking in the quad.
We're going to get like a bail call if we keep going this way. They're going to be like, I need bail money. So...
Mike Adams asks, on your Harbor Freight lift cart, is the handle removable or is it fixed to the cart? I didn't pay attention when I looked at them. So I've got the smaller one. It's the 500-pound one. There's 2 bolts that go in the back of it that lock it in place. You can just back those out and take the handle out, put it down. The 1,000-pound one, which is the one I want to get, is it will raise up to the height of the back of a pickup truck, which is what I need. And not only does it do 1,000 pounds, the handle on it has a little lever you press and it folds flat. You don't even have to take it out. Roland says you can get trailers at Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Northern, but they want too much for theirs. Yeah, that is true. And Elkfist says I used to have a Savage Bolt 308, traded it for a mobile welding rig. If you're making money with it, I totally understand. Brad says, just saw a Harbor Freight play before your stream would start. That's the first for me. I know. The other day I think it was today or yesterday, I saw a video for Harbor Freight in front of one of my or an ad in front of one of my videos. I'd never seen one before. I've been getting a lot of what was it? There's some travel commercial that's been going around. I'm like, they must think I get around a lot. Daryl says, glad to hear Red Bear loves martial arts and trains in... Oh, he said, I trained in Muay Thai and Brazilian daily, best shape of my life. I did for about 3 months get a chance to train in a gym, kind of a guest situation that was Muay Thai. Those little buggers they could kick like nobody's business. Matt says there's some reasonably priced scopes with excellent glass like the Vortex. I have a Vortex scope. I was wanting to get, who is it? One of the Nikons or one of the, what's the other one? Javier says, have you ever had suckling pig? Oh, yeah. And Trent says, saying Clip Wentz magazine is too politically correct for normal people. Daughter Raw resigns. Aww.
No, she doesn't.
Okay, 500 likes and Joe Smith. Yeah, we already said that. Solo says just came in to drop a like. Thank you so much.
Thank
What
you.
a kind-hearted, good person that is. Winter says something like Craftsman VersaStack or Milwaukee Packout, like a mobile tool cart that is portable with drawers. And okay, in that case, if you're just looking for like a portable situation, the Packout is definitely the best one out there. The VersaStack is good. Now DeWalt makes another one that's a level above that. I don't know what its price is comparatively. Makita makes a system that's very similar to the Festool one. Of course, there's a I thought the Festool, when I looked at Festool, I was like, well, there's no way that's going to last. That's some really brittle plastic, very big square boxes. And honestly, I know guys who've had them for 20, 30 years. Somehow they last. I don't understand it. But I do like I like the pack out system. It's just really expensive. Rigid makes a system. It's not as expansive, but it's half the price. Yeah, but if you're looking for something, no, those are like portable plastic toolboxes rather than like a metal toolbox like you're going to see with like a Snap-on or a U.S. General or any of that kind of thing that you'd see in usually what I see with the aviation types is they're going for a 56 or a 54 or even a tech, like a 5-drawer cart or tech cart kind of thing.
Carson's exploring 600 likes and everybody subscribes to the mods.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Hold on. I got to sit up. I'm sliding down to my chair.
Know.
Elkfa says the Savage sure wasn't making me money. I hadn't touched it in like 3 years. Time to go. Yeah, I sold my other one. I had a whatchamacallit, another 308 smaller, the what's it called? The Scout version, where the scope mount is far forward, so you have the excessive eye relief. Had a bipod on it with sling strap kind of thing. And I never shot it. I rarely shoot that one. Trying to find a good place to go shooting with something like that where you can really get, leg it out. It's hard to do. Jim Gray says Muay Thai is brutal. Can be brutal on the shins, that's for sure. Zaviel, gun store guy. Can I help you? Me. Yeah, I need a clip for my pistol. Him. You mean magazine. Pistols don't take clips. Me. No, half moon clip for a revolver. Him. What's that? Jacob says, check out SWFA for budget glass. Pretty good for the money. I will take a look at it.
Winter says, thank you so much. It really helps at the Den of Tools because I think you were answering some questions. It sounds like our children are absolutely getting ready for bed.
Oh, yeah. Ridge Runner says he has the VersaStack. It's been good so far. Haven't used it too much, but it's not too bad. Just so you know, the VersaStack is compatible with the DeWalt. I think it's called the T-Lock system. And you can even still sometimes find the Stanley version. They're all identical. They're all interchangeable. The only difference is the color. But you can get the Stanley often on closeout if you're lucky enough to find it. Ronald says, did you get that fancy axe yet? Because I got an old sledgehammer. I make money breaking up sidewalks. He's talking about, if you missed it, I did a video on Friday, and I realized completely off topic from the stuff we do normally, but I had to get it put out there for a laugh. There's a company making a fitness axe called the Chop Fit.
Yep.
That you can buy for $145. No blade. It's all plastic encased around metal. And it's an exercise, and it has classes, and it's got an app on the phone. $145. I said, I'm going to go to Harbor Freight. I'm going to buy a cheap axe and plastic dip it and sell it for half that price. We're going to make bank.
Yep. And yep. Pamela Baker says, just needed to say your family is absolutely marvelous. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pamela. We appreciate that.
Super appreciate that.
Bart says, I picked up a Festool System 2 TL Top piece yesterday at a bin store for $2, but it's missing the closure. Debating on trying to make the closure latch or just buy it. I I don't know. I can't picture what the latch looks like. I haven't really seen one in a while, so not really sure. You know,
If somebody else has an idea or a great thought,
or a
chime
source, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, I give Festool a hard time, and I would have a hard time buying it, but they do have some great tools. Their track saw is one of the best track saws I've ever seen. Their vacuum vice locks for the tables, those things are fantastic. Even their hammer drill. Their hammer drill is it's like a military stealth hammer drill. You don't know what's hammering. You can barely tell it's running. Next thing you know, you're through, 14 inches of hardwood. And you're like, what just happened? It's weird, but it works. When will the Bauer line come out with a multi-charging system? I don't have a line on that, but I'm guessing it's going to be fairly soon. Tika T3 light, one of the best values. Tika is a great hunting rifle. It really is, because it's super light. If you do a lot of stock and shoot kind of stuff, if I would like to get into elk hunting, if we spent some more of the fall and season in Montana.
You mean spending year round in Montana?
Nope.
Yep.
I love Montana, but I did my time with winter, and no.
Yep.
So when it gets to that point, it's time for me to go somewhere else. It's gonna be either here or Mexico, maybe Florida, probably the Caribbean for a while.
Montana.
You're more than welcome to stay there. I will write. I actually know a guy who does that.
You will starve.
Remember we met that one guy who
and be naked.
His wife stays in Montana, and he gets in his pickup truck with his camper and drives around Arizona and the Southwest, and he can't do Montana in the winter. I don't blame him.
Montana.
Nope. Joe Smith says, let's do 19 likes in 9 minutes. Here we go. Counting them down. By the way, if you haven't liked, just so you know, they are low carb, they're keto friendly, they're vegan, and they're tax deductible. Bart Foster says, ironically, I will be keeping Makita in the Festool box since it will lock on the 2 Makita boxes on the track saw it came in. There you go. Jim Gray says, you need to review the Harbor Freight jackhammer. I have some concrete that needs to go away, but $400 is a pricey gamble. Which one? Are you talking about the Bauer or the new Hercules one?
I'm down for that. I like to demo stuff.
I haven't used a jackhammer in forever.
I'm down.
But we got some sidewalk in front of our house up in Montana that needs to get re-poured. We could do that. Where the tree buckled it up. The tree that I'm going to cut down this summer.
Okay, now you're talking.
With my new 40-volt chainsaw.
Blasphemy.
Well,
no.
It's electric.
Nope.
Quick question. Is there an impact wrench about the size of the stubby with good torque, just cheaper? I'm not in any line yet. You say stubby. Are you talking like the Milwaukee stubbies?
Beer can is what I assumed he meant, but.
Huh?
Clarify by what you mean by stubbies.
Stubby is a tool for a impact wrench. Often it's a compact.
I didn't ask you to clarify. I was asking the person who asked the question.
Where'd you get beer can?
We'll talk later.
She'll throw something at me later.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know. I'll be honest. The stubby is not something that I often need, so I don't follow it as much as far as that size. If I felt like I needed one, I'd either get an air tool for the limited. I'd probably buy an air tool because of how limited I use that, and I do have a compressor that will run it for short duration kind of stuff. I don't know if somebody else could chime in. I'm trying to think who else does it. Whatchamacallit? Cobalt had one. You and your Aussiness. I
thought you were saying like a beer can.
She used to live in Australia, and she gets these weird things going through her head.
It's like when you get old and you stop being able to speak whatever your second language is, you go back to your first language. I think it was because I was so young when I was there. Sometimes the words just stick in there.
That's totally what it is. Not the Alzheimer's
Ooh.
at all.
Wait, Harbor Freight disconnect. What did you just say? Harbor Freight discontinued the small wand metal detector.
Didn't they really?
Are they introducing something better? That's
The new 24-volt one? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
Pamela wants me to let my hair down.
Are we at 300?
I don't know.
I thought it said up here on one of these.
Mine, it doesn't show me like a current updated one. It shows me like one from a while ago.
Likes, we're at 286. With 311 concurrent viewers.
Yes.
Let's see
We're
here.
close.
Jay Bedham says, been in Nevada for 3 years, still crossing my fingers for deer tags. Good luck. I've never seen a deer in Montana.
What?
Oh, not Montana, Nevada. I mean, I've never seen a deer. Yeah, we got deer in the front.
I'm like, they're in our front yard all the time.
I don't need a tag. If they cross the door sill, it's self-defense. Right?
No. We give them a
He
hug.
had a knife.
We give them a hug.
Oh, I'm going to hug him
No.
right into the oven.
No. No. Fred Hill, 199. Bauer batteries will now be second or third quarter. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm thinking third quarter, but you never know.
10 more likes. 9.
Aubrey Ken, hey Aubrey. On Amazon, Makita has $20 off or $100 off on select woodworking tools coupon right now. There you go. Jacob says I need to add my likes to the tax return now. It's box number 47AB.3. Daryl says, yes, Jacob, dishing monster kicks fun, not so much receiving them. Yes, exactly. Javier says, hardware stores in Mexico have excellent customer service, but they will give you their honest opinion on very specific black and yellow brands, and it's usually not good.
Golf and Gun says, Castle Doctrine, stand your ground against deer.
See?
Mm-hmm. 7 more to go.
He had that look in his eye.
Solo clarified, yeah, the Milwaukee stubby. I do some campaign and space is an issue, so I wouldn't want a big tool if I can avoid it. You were right.
Yeah, so I don't know if I finished saying, but Cobalt had one. I don't know if it's quite a stubby, but it's pretty small. But the impacts were way lower. Depends on what you need, I guess. Pamela says, I like Red Bear's new trimmed beard and Mrs. Bear's blue outfit and ears, but personally, Mrs. Bear, let your hair down.
I know.
Did you let your hair down? No.
No, because we're waiting.
Carson's explaining, are you going to go out in the back 40 cutting down trees with that 40-volt chainsaw? All right, well, up in Montana, I'm going to be doing some cutting. Here, I got to do a demo at it. I'm trying to figure out if I can sneak down to the park and get away with taking down a few of their precious little trees because we don't have any. Solo Azul says, yes, the Milwaukee stubby. Okay.
I read that.
The neighbor across the street just planted a whole bunch of trees. I wonder if they need any pruning.
He's the one that I offered.
No, I mean like cutting them down at night when no one's watching.
No.
Oh.
No.
Looking for a nice tappet wrench set. Suggestions, thoughts on Capri tools. I like the Capri stuff. They just recently sent me a few of their torque spits. I haven't used a whole lot of their stuff, but I know a lot of people who have. Everyone speaks well of them. So I can't see a reason, if the price is right, not to go with them. They seem great. The torque spits that they sent me seem really nice.
Somebody's voting blonde hair.
Huh.
I think red won. I think we still need like 4.
For what? Oh, take your hair down?
Yeah. I'm holding it up, folks.
I'll be honest, I married her for the hair. I'm a hair
3.
guy. Bears can hug a Bambi. Oh, yes. Yes, we can. Big, bad bear hugs. I may have to go fry some bacon if we hit 300. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this week, doing some cooking on the cast iron, on the grill. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun. Guga Foods. If there's a channel for you. If you have not been watching Guga Foods, Guga, dude's funny, natural, great videos. Got to watch it. He does all sorts of steaks. He does a lot of stuff. He dry ages stuff. He tests stuff. Has fun with it.
Oh my goodness, almost lost my ears. Only 3 more. Is there venison bacon? Yes, I believe that there is.
I love venison.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one of my goals is when I get down to 50% weight loss, I'm going to buy a couple of A5 Wagyu steaks and do a video about grilling those suckers up. I'm looking forward to that. I've never had Wagyu. What?
Somebody says dance bear dance. I think we made 300. Did we make 300? Can I like let my hair down?
Oh wait.
Is there like not camera based borescope things?
There we go.
3 more likes. Somebody else golf. Okay, I'm taking it down because my arms hurt. Golf and Guns says, Guga Foods is a fun channel. I agree.
He also has a second channel called Sous Vide Everything. And I'm not a huge, I mean, I get why sous vide is popular. It's a good technique. It's not my favorite kind of thing, so I don't watch it as much. But he does a lot of the experimenting kind of stuff on that one as well.
So are you going to dance? I let my hair down.
I just did. I got my disco lights going.
It's hard to dance when we're sitting down. Okay. I love you.
Wait. I got to do the circle chop. and the chop squat.
301, 301, 303. Oh, thank you so much.
I got to turn this off before I have an epileptic fit.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that we need to have like a trigger warning or something now. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs. Although
Your
nothing
eyeballs.
is as bright as when it's just white light.
All right. I got to go visit the little bear's room. You're on your own for a little while.
Okay.
You're going to have to let me out.
Somebody's asking about recommendations for a vacuum for light housework and garage cleanup after mechanic work. Those seem like they would be 2 different vacuums.
You have to move over here.
I know. I'm trying not to kill my new fancy schmancy. Whatchamacallit?
Microphone?
Yeah.
You just like to make your phones live on the edge, don't you?
Oh my gosh. I learned from our children. Matt says that if you break out a white leisure suit, that he's unsubscribing. Matt, I think that we would get a lot more people subscribing. I'm just saying. There's people out there. As far as the vacuum, it's Vicks 7. I will ask Jeff the one that we have. It's like purple. I know that's totally not helpful. I will ask him what it is. And I know that we've got a number of shop vacs. Remember the hustle. Leisure suits did rock. Barbecue 76. You know what? It is really nice when we dance together. But I think that there is not enough room with all of our amazing stuff behind us. But you're right. One day we should definitely have us dancing together. You want to see him do the floss? That would be great. Actually, the first time my kids started doing the floss, I thought that like they, my kids are kind of special and they just, dance when the spirit moves them. And so I thought, oh, okay, they're just like super enthusiastic. And then I started noticing that other kids seemed to be afflicted by the same dance. And I was like, oh, it's a thing. It's not just my kid being weird. Ever watched Fast and Loud or Tanked, both on repeats in the UK early morning? One's in Texas, other one's in Vegas. I want to say yes to both of those. Jennifer White Wolf, that is so true. A good vacuum really sucks. Mike Adams says, I've sometimes wondered why it seems that food fried in cast iron skillet tastes so much better. It really does. I think it's the seasoning and basically people who cook in cast iron, they love to cook. And so I think that a lot of it also is love. Bear One, the earrings. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. My mom gave them to me. I love these earrings. Or did you mean the ears? That brings me to another thing. Quite a number of people have commented that they like the different headdress, and I like the different headbands and things, but I run out of ideas and sometimes I have to hunt around a lot. So if you see something that you think would be great, go ahead and send it, as long as it is like family friendly. I'm not going to be wearing some bachelorette headgear, if you know what I mean.
What do you call that?
Not bachelorette headgear. What is the vacuum that we have? The purple one that I like.
The Dyson?
I don't know if I knew what it was
It's
called.
a Dyson.
Okay. I like the Dyson that we have. It's really old. But, yeah.
So, hold on. Before everyone gets... Hi, Hound.
Oh my gosh.
Out.
She can't come out. The door's shut.
Will you go let her out? She's going. I forgot about all the cables down there. She's going to flip out and rip all our cables out. You okay there?
I was trying to understand Goddard Ron's comment.
All right. So before everyone flips out about the Dyson, because I know there's a lot of Dyson haters, we always buy our Dysons off of Woot.com, factory refurbished. So they're like half the price. We've tried the Shark vacuums; they do okay. We were pretty happy with them. They're very small. The head on a Shark is like about that big. The Dyson is about 1.5 times that size. So when you're doing a big house, like our house in California that we used to have, the Dyson does a better job with it. And when you get them that cheap, they're as cheap as anything else, and they do a good enough job. What else do we use? And for the house up in Montana, we just use the Bauer cordless with the extension, because we got hardwood floors, and it just quick once you're in the house, and 10 minutes you're done with the whole house. It's great. Let's see here. Channel I recommend for good barbecue is How to Barbecue Right. I will check that out. There's no cooking allowed, especially in the snow, because it's gonna snow like hell when you're trying to barbecue on those grills. Toolhead says, I took a trip down to Mexico, was recording at Home Depot. They told me to stop recording and delete my video. They were kind of rude about it. I have the video on my channel. Javier said, he said the Home Depot in Mexico didn't like him recording, tried to force him to delete it. Javier says, channel I recommend. I just read that. Chop squats. Yep. Are those colored lights 12 volt or 34 volt? I don't know. It's a LED light panel that I got for cheap.
Yeah. You're supposed to do the floss.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. There, I just did it. You couldn't see it. Sorry. It was amazing. Remember the hustle? No, I could do the hustle. In fact, I was doing the hustle today in the car.
Okay.
Do the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the hustle.
Thank goodness. He's all mine, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
could do
All
the
mine.
rock the boat, don't tip the boat over, rock the boat. No? Okay. Some Captain Tennille for you, maybe? Solo Azul says, love you guys. Keep up the great work. He probably just unsubscribed because of my singing. Mike Adams says, I've sometimes wondered why it seems that the food fried in cast iron skillets taste so much better.
I was answering that. I said that it's because people who cook in cast iron like to cook, and that it's made with extra love.
And the seasoning of the pan.
Yes, yes, I know.
Oakman says, we got to 300. Everyone gave up. We've leveled off. Let's go for 400. I'm about to go to sleep, to be honest. I'm trying to stay awake here.
Do you like pina coladas and long walks in the rain?
I like pina coladas.
Then we get demonetized.
And walks in the rain. If you do it yourself, it's considered an independent work, and they won't demonetize
Because
you.
we're being so creative.
Warm smell of cuddly goose. Cool taste of champagne.
Barbecue 76 says, fine, do the sprinkler.
You should do a toolbox tour. I was just thinking about that, honestly. And I haven't done it because I split half my tools, and I felt like it seemed kind of bare because I left half my tools in Montana and I had half down here. I was trying to build back up. But I should do a toolbox tour. But it's going to be different than anybody else's because the bottom 2 drawers of my toolbox are completely not tool related. They're all stuff for doing this. Donna Ross says put a hold on the ear thing.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
Okay. We just do whatever Daughter of Ra tells us to do. That's right.
Would an otoscope work for looking down a spark plug hole?
I'm familiar with otoscopes, but I don't know how far you would have to look down. As long as it's a straight shot.
How far does an otoscope go?
About that far. I mean, it's a beam of light, so as long as it's straight and doesn't have to curve. As long as it is straight and doesn't
Which one's the otoscope?
It's the one where you look in the ear. Like
Oh, we have that.
Yeah. Hey, that's a product.
I don't know how well that would work because the has magnification, and the magnification is set for something this far away. You can get the light in there. I think you'd be better off with just a pen light.
Yeah. If you don't already have one of those, even if you don't have children, I highly recommend picking up an otoscope. You can use it for a lot of things.
Yep. Otoscopes, infrared thermometers, the little things that clip on your finger tell you how much oxygen's in your blood and your heartbeat.
Yes, we need to replace that.
We use all that stuff. Fred Hill says, I love my corded Bauer shop vac. Mike Adams says, bedtime for Bonzo. Good night, you all. Good night, Mike, or Bonzo, or whomever. And Donna Ross says, bedtime for her.
Yes, I know. It's getting really close. It's 8:36.
Maybe we'll call it a bit early tonight. I think everyone's fading. I'm sorry. I was out early today off shooting. It was pretty chilly, so that kind of wears you down after a while.
Super windy.
Yeah, and the wind, that's what actually ended it for us was we saw a storm coming over the mountain. We were right at the foot of Mount Charleston, and there was a storm coming over the mountain. We're like, yeah, we're not getting caught in that.
Yeah. He had a super great time.
He was so happy.
Yeah.
I had a great time, too, so. And let's see here. Bear One says, felt kind of bare. Dutsy says, I keep Skittles in my toolbox. There you go. Joe Smith says, promise you won't add 1,000. I'll do a toolbox tour here coming up soon. And let's see here. If you do any organization shop projects, please film them. Yep. Donna Ross says, no bedtime for the singing.
She's telling us it's nice time for us.
I love to sing, but I'm banned in 7 states. I'm terrible at it. Terrible. But I sing like nobody's business in the car.
Yep. I'm stuck in the car with him while he's singing. I'll be in there in a minute.
What's that one I like? Ice cold beer, don't let me down.
Okay. Do not encourage him. Do not pay him. Do not.
How about?
Nope.
What's that song from that cheesy movie I like?
Look. $2. Money for a floss dance. Bing, 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 bing. That's you, baby.
That's as flossy as it gets. What the other song was it? Whiskey for my men, beer for the horses.
Yeah.
D.R. Falcon says
night,
he's going tonight. I think we're going to cut it off a little bit early here. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by. Remember the Adopt a Mod program. Stop and pick one of the boys and women in blue. They got the blue wrench behind their name. They're mods. They help keep it family friendly around here. They answer questions that I can't get to. Remind people to type in @DenTools. Make sure I see their comments. They banhammer trolls. They do all sorts of fun stuff. And they do it all out of kindness of their hearts. They're all part of the family here. And most of them are creators in their own right. So the Adopt a Mod program means going over to their channel, checking out one of their videos, and giving it a thumbs up just to say thank you. Who knows? Maybe you'll consider liking and subscribing. You know, also on your way out the door, if you could tonight, please ring that bell on your way out. It's or actually hit the like button. I guess ring the bell to subscribe. That's how tired I am. So tired. Thank you again for everyone who supported us with super chats. Everyone we had that whole flash of people who became members for the Den of Tools.
Yes, thank you so much.
And thank you everyone for supporting us with the new microphones. Apparently they're a big hit. Everyone likes them. I like using them. They're a lot better than trying to talk that little snowball Death Star thing in the middle.
Yes.
Anyway, let me answer these questions real quick. Long neck ice cold beer never let me down my mom. Ever seen a Steyr Cooper Ranch Rifle special? Yes, I have. That's what inspired me to get the one I had.
Sean, I was just going to say.
Best place to score Makita deals is by signing up with Makita. They email me every 2 to 3 days about great deals. Acme has some great deals. And who else has good deals on it? I think that's probably CPO has some really good deals. By the way, you know what? Time out real quick. I guess I can say it at this point. I've now had a handful of conversations with CPO about what happened with my purchase and what I thought about was going on with them. And they really seem to be interested in trying to turn that company around. Apparently, as I said, that it seemed like the real problem was about 5 years ago they went public. And I always say a company going public has a tendency to really screw the company up because they lose that long-range goal and they just have to look towards the next quarter, the next quarter, the next quarter. And they got bought by a private equity firm. Actually, the parent company got bought. And they kind of got set off to the side and said, do your own thing, do it as well as you can. And the new management they have in there seems really serious about turning it around. I'm not saying, like, hey, I've changed my mind about them, but I'm hearing good things. So just to let you know, we might hear some more stuff from them in the near future. Yes?
It's late everywhere. I know you're catching up, so I'm going to stop talking.
Pamela says, thanks for sharing. Karen, got to go. It's 10:38 here in Texas. This redhead needs sleep. Javier says, don't you hate it when the shower drain clogs? Happened to me last week. Out came the snake and the hose. The snake came out? No, anyway. Ron says, when I was really young, my father took me shooting, and when I fired a rifle, I hit the target, but I slipped on the other side of the room.
He flew across.
I flamethrower soapboxes and make bearskin rugs.
That's
She's
right.
very crafting is what we call that. Zafir says, Maintenance Man, he's got a cool channel. He does have a cool channel. Justin Dow, another good channel. Thanks for reminding me of that, guys. Also, Client Graphics, he's got a great channel. Joe Smith has an interview with me. He just posted a link to that. It says, learn more about Jeff there. He interviewed me for about an hour on his channel. It was a great time. If you want to find out more about my background and such. Anyway, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm sure it is, but not here. As I say, folks, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Thank you so much. Just scored a Flex Vac 9-gallon with extra bags for $3.49 on CPO.
Cool.
BW's Electronics says, thanks for the show. Shine on. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.